Fuck it up.
Me and my boyfriend have been fucking for months, but he won't wear a condom. He says it doesn't feel right, so I let him fuck my pussy raw. But I don't let him come in it when he's ready to shoot that load. I look him in the eyes and say, please keep that juicy cum out of my vagina. You can finish in my mouth, South Carolina. Bitch, I keep swallowing kids, cause I don't want no kids. Bitch, I keep swallowing kids, cause I don't want no kids. Yum, cum, no kids, yes, fun. Yum, cum, no kids, yes, fun. Bitch, I keep swallowing kids, cause I don't want no kids. Bitch, I keep swallowing kids, cause I don't want no kids. They say that I'm crazy, but I'm a normal lady. I'd rather take a shit than give birth to a baby. They are loud. They are stinky. I should be allowed to be kinky. I'm not scared of STDs, I just don't want no babies. I don't need a toothless rat in my belly to make me fat. I'm not scared of STDs, I just don't want no babies. I don't need a toothless rat in my belly to make me fat. So please keep that juicy cum out of my vagina. You can finish in my mouth, South Carolina. Bitch, I keep swallowing kids, cause I don't want no kids. Bitch, I keep swallowing kids, cause I don't want no kids. Please keep that juicy cum out of my vagina. You can finish in my mouth, South Carolina. Bitch, I keep swallowing kids, cause I don't want no kids. Bitch, I keep swallowing kids, cause I don't want no kids. Yum, cum, no kids, yes, fun. Yum, cum, no kids, yes, fun. Bitch, I keep swallowing kids, cause I don't want no kids. Bitch, I keep swallowing kids, cause I don't want no kids.
What is up, folks? As the title suggests, it is Stupenzocast Tuesday morning. It is Tuesday around noon now. How's everybody doing? Thought I'd just go live out of nowhere. This is kind of why I originally wanted to start doing Stupenzocast. Just kind of going live by myself whenever I wanted. And in case you didn't notice, there is no Losers Lounge today on Blue Collar Losers channel. There might not be a few. A surprise, but a welcome. Thank you, Black Lives. Boosh is here. Sup. Tomby's here with the full English. My cousin, Maestro, you may know him as Thunderqueef. He is here listening live from work with his headphones. I never go full English. I love the full English. But yes, Stupenzocast is happening right now because Losers Lounge, blue collar loser might have to get a big boy job to pay his child support payments. We told him, stop streaming for free. Go make that paper. We'll be taking a hiatus from Losers Lounge, at least on Tuesday mornings. Personally, I didn't really like streaming Tuesday mornings anyway. I like streaming Tuesday around noon if I don't have to. Like right now I was awake. I felt like, well, let's just go live. I got 3-4 hours to kill until Lance's show later on his channel, Outcast Creative. We'll be doing the weekly Nielsen ratings and talk about all the stuff we've watched. But I thought, let's just do this. Let's go live. Let's see what everyone's up to. I haven't done one of these Stupenzocasts in a month since I got 400 subscribers. I got 437 now, so that's not too bad, not too shabby at all. Yesterday, fuck it, we'll do it live, Bill O'Reilly style. You know how I am. I guess I'll go on camera. No point in hiding. Stay like this. Yeah, let's do this. Blue Collar, it was his birthday yesterday. I'll try to hop on for a few. Got to go get some co-op Elden Ring in before my friend goes to work. And 437 is nice. Hell yeah. Thanks, Blue. And happy birthday. Apparently, this man spent all night drinking Blue Hawaiians, which is very on brand, and eating peanut butter and jelly chicken wings. I know some of you might be thinking that sounds gross, but I've had them before. They're good. Peanut butter. You'd be shocked how delicious peanut butter can be. I've had many shocking peanut butter recipes. Peanut butter, bacon cheeseburgers with donut buns. I think the worst thing about eating one of those is really loving it and eating it more than once. Like eating a peanut butter bacon cheeseburger was like, oh God, not only is this delicious, but I'm going to eat this again. That was a big fat boy moment I had. What the fuck? Yeah. Are you talking about the peanut butter jelly wings? Those are pretty good. I think it depends what jelly you use. I had grape jelly. I guess, you just make peanut butter and jelly wing sauce. They pair really well. I'm one of those guys, when I get chicken wings, I want 2 pairs of wings. I want something really spicy and something like sweet. So I'll get like a teriyaki wing and some like suicide super hot flavor. If you're going to get one wing, I like sweet and spicy. Flaming Dr. Pepper, cherry chipotle, mango habanero, honey sriracha. These are all the bangers. You ate 25 karat wings. Now, you mean like 25 karat gold? Like, do they have a delicious gold sauce? That sounds good. Unless they were like carrot wings, like you're missing an R, and they're carrot flavored wings. I don't know about that. What else was really good with peanut butter? Peanut butter pickle sandwich. That was another thing that blew my mind. It wasn't just like, okay, it was pretty damn good. I was shocked. You just get thick dill slices of pickles and slather a bunch of peanut butter on some white bread and eat it. I was like, what the hell? Why is this delicious? Chocolate covered pickles are also something I've had before. Those are good. If you like sweet and salty, it's a good snack. 25 karat magic in the air, says Black Lives or Black Knives. That's too many colors in the chat names. But just thought I'd say what's up. How you doing? Do a little check-in. I know everyone's sad. There's no Losers Lounge. Well, actually, no, not really. I think Lord Toxic's the only one that's sad there's no Losers Lounge. That being said, what did I do last night? I wanted to stream last night after MMM. Cannoli Sasquatch's channel. We had a great talk about the Iron Giant, which is one of the few 10 out of 10s movies I have. There's very few perfect movies, and I was saying the Iron Giant is one of them. It's never going to age. It'll slap just as hard 50 years from now. Doesn't matter if you're 8 or 80. Doesn't matter if you're male or female. Doesn't matter if you live in America or the Arctic tundra. Doesn't matter if you're an Eskimo or an African or a Chinese person. You'll probably like the Iron Giant. So yeah, other 10 out of 10 movies. RoboCop, Return of the Living Dead, Predator. Predator is one of those movies where it shouldn't be very good. Like if you read the script, it's like, okay, there's not a lot going on here. But because there was just so much attention to detail for some reason, that movie just really, really breaks the mold. So yeah, I hope everyone's having a good Tuesday. Let's see here. What else? Yeah, and then Sunday, shit. I don't know if you guys know this, but we did a 10.5-hour X-Men stream. We talked about all 14 X-Men movies and then some, and it was quite a gauntlet. And like I said, I wanted to kind of do a Stupenzocast last night after MMM. Kind of decided, nah, I'll edit my Crow We Watch video that me and Hostman did. Hostman, you'll be pleased to know that might be coming out in a week or two. So, hooray. We recorded that back in like February. So, Hostman has been very patient. I told him it's going to be kind of more closer to August when the new Crow movie comes out. It's funny because nobody's excited about the Crow movie, the reboot. But I think everyone's going to start looking out for the new, the old Crow. Lord Toxic is in the chat. Hello. Yeah. I guess your Tuesdays are wide open now, aren't they, Toxic? Damn Blue Collar and his child support payments. Boosh, 10.5-hour stream. Wow, I should check it out. Yeah, you were there. Remember? It was fun. And yeah, like Toxic said, we could have gone quicker. I think we could have gone longer, honestly. I mean, 12 hours is the max. So, we could have gone an hour and a half longer easily. That could have been easily done. Where's the Renfield video? Yeah, like I said, that's either coming out in October or December. I'm pacing myself. I'm hoping that it either coincides with the Nosferatu trailer 2 release, or maybe it'll come out around the movie comes out, Christmas time. It'll be a little Christmas present for y'all. Like, hey, Nosferatu's out. Nick Holtz is in it. Whatever his name is. The guy who played Renfield, he's going to be basically playing the same character, which is interesting. And yeah, I think people will be, remember this movie that came out a year and change ago, almost 2 years ago. Oh, God. Yeah, so that is where the Renfield video is. It could not have gone much longer. Yeah, it could have, because we really started skimming through the last 7 or 8 movies. We could have broken down each movie, scene by scene if I wanted to. We could have done 14 weeks of X-Men movies. That would have been fun. Yeah, Lord Toxic is in Loser's Lounge withdrawal. Yeah, Blue Collar, he if you love something, you set it free, right? Happy belated birthday to him and Dark Hour. Dark Hour's birthday was like the day before Blue Collars. I didn't know they were almost birthday twins. So happy birthday to these dildos. 96-hour stream. It is possible. Maybe how long can you stream on Twitch? Can you stream more than 12 hours on Twitch? Nah, but this is just as good. All right, sweet. Says Toxic. Setting something free isn't toxic, so Lord Toxic would never. Black Lives says, I disagree. He frees people from this mortal coil many times. He has decided to set people free from the life they're living. Because he's a murderer. Yeah, I mean, also the other thing that was cool about the X-Men stream was it was like the first time in like 2 or 3 weeks that we didn't do something political. I want to talk about movies and bullshit, pop culture, but it's kind of gay because like everyone else is doing the same thing. Like how many fucking streams can there be where people are complaining that Robert Downey Jr. is going to play Doctor Doom? You know, how many streams could there possibly be that we've got some developing news in the Star Wars universe? The skeleton key. Who cares? And I want to talk about some movies I watch, but that's kind of what I mostly do on Lance's channel on Tuesdays at 4. But also, yeah, all this crazy political shit just keeps happening. How many Acolyte Sucks streams can there be? Yeah, exactly. Blue Collar's talking about doing one now, like soon. I'm like, I think that ship has sailed, Blue. But I'm down still because I haven't got to shit on the Acolyte too much. But mostly it's just I like hanging with the boys and laughing. Yeah. That being said, yeah, I mean, no assassination attempts the past 3 weeks, no crazy fuckery. But yeah, today, I mean, there's all kinds of shit happening. Stock market is imploding. War with Ukraine and Russia, war with Iran and Israel, Taiwan and China. What's the other one? North Korea and maybe the United States. We're kicking off, folks. Things are kicking off. Kamala Harris has announced some drunk old white guy. It's so funny because, like, he's going to be the VP pick. This guy named Tampon Tim, they're calling him. I don't know why he's being called Tampon Tim. I don't care. But, I see some people in my stupid friends pages, Facebook, talking about how all of a sudden, a white old man who is a convicted felon and corrupt and inciting riots, that's cool all of a sudden. It's like, why do you have a problem with, why don't you have a problem with Trump? Why do you have a problem with Trump when he does the same thing? It's like, yeah, in case you guys don't know, this, what's his name? Tim, this old man. He kind of looks like Wes, actually, now that I think about it. He looks like Wes's dad. What I imagine, like a relative of Wes, Lord Toxic. Let's see. Oh, no. Jewish VP is trending. That's not good. Tim Walz, that's his name. Let's look this guy up. I'm gonna show you what I mean. He does kind of look like Toxic a little bit. Yeah, let's see. Let me share my screen here so you can see what I'm talking about. Let me organize my tabs. Present, share screen, full screen, share audio, turn audio off. There we go. Look how pretty I am. Tim Waltz. Like, does this guy not look like kind of old, elderly Toxic? Like, is this not going to be Toxic in 20 years, 10 years? Look at him. He's even got that same Toxic smile. Look, there he is. Toxic, you're running for VP. How does it feel? The Nero of Minneapolis. Yeah, apparently this guy is one of those dudes who allowed a bunch of BLM rioters to burn down the Minneapolis police precinct with impunity. It's not really a good thing. I'm sorry. I mean, I know it's like ACAB and fuck the police and all that, but there's got to be a limit here. There's got to be a line. WTF. Yeah, I know. He does kind of look like Toxic. It's so funny. Also, yeah, I don't know. You've got pictures of this guy, getting the squad loves him. He was, what else did he do that was all fucked up? He's trying to get all illegal immigrants to have driver's licenses. Yep. They're preparing for the steal, folks. They're trying to get that steal in. They got to get those illegals to vote. In fact, I saw some expose where they were doing door-to-door knocking at some like apartment complex where everyone living there was like some illegal immigrant being housed. And they're going door to door speaking in Spanish, asking them, "Are you registered to vote?" And they're like, "Yeah, sí, claro que sí, registered to vote." Okay. "Are you a citizen?" And they'd be like, "No." It's like, okay. So that was weird. "We are going to martial law," says Lord Toxic. Yes, we've heard you say that. I think we are too, but I don't think it's going to be how you think. I think it's going to be how I think. Like, we're going to go to martial law and it's going to backfire on the deep state. Because you have to understand, guys, I'm positive that most of the military, they're Trump loyalists. I'm positive of it. Lord Toxic seems to think that all these military duty. It's going to be like the UK. I mean, the UK is fucking lost right now. In fact, I want to check in on our buddies Tomby and Northern English Bastard and Critical and Lance. I need to talk to Lance today and see if the riots are breaking out in front of his house and how he feels about it. Because seriously, it's like, they always say the riots are the voices of the unheard. Unless, of course, it's a bunch of white people. Then in which case it's dangerous alt-right. But yeah, I mean, you've got the Prime Minister of England, UK, talking about how, we're going to basically arrest only white people, even though there's like a bunch of Muslim immigrants running around with machetes and hammers, just killing English people, beating the shit out of English people on sight. And they're not getting any trouble. I've heard the conspiracy theory that a lot of these quote unquote illegal immigrants protesting with knives and axes and hatchets and hammers are actually undercover UN soldiers. And they have protection from the police. I mean, they obviously have protection from the police. The police are literally like on camera saying, hey, we're here to protect you and, cause issues for these the British people in case they get out of line. So, yeah, if you're in England, you're supposed to just, let all the illegals show up and take over the country and threaten you with violence. And you're just supposed to be cool with it. Otherwise, you'll be arrested for wrongthink. There's like a video of like an old man being arrested in his being arrested for a Facebook post is probably like the gayest thing I could ever think of. Let's be real. I can't imagine. If you could get arrested for Facebook posts, I'm fucked. All right. Let's just put it that way. Okay. I'm going away. Wolverines. Yeah, that's pretty fitting that our last We Watch, a Losers Lounge watch along was Red Dawn. The original 80s one. They do look like false flag operators. Yeah, exactly. Like it's always weird when all the protesters and rioters have like matching costumes and professional like gear, They've got all kinds of gadgets and weapons and also a big tip off is when they have protest signs and they're all like printed somewhere, like they're all professionally made signs. That's never good. That's never a good sign. But yeah, I think what's going on is they're going to have the protests in UK are kicking off because they're trying to pivot to the digital ID. They want everyone to have a digital ID. So if these riots go back really hard, if these riots really get crazy, out of fear of safety and fear of not having this happen again, I think the British people are going to be coerced into accepting this digital like iPrint, fingerprint ID, whatever. Everyone's got to have a digi ID. Remember Minority Report? Everyone had identification, like eyeball identification. Everywhere you walked, your eyes are getting scanned like 5 times a day, 10 times an hour or whatever. Custom tailor ads. Hello, Frank Abderton. You look good with a new Gap jacket. They're all wearing the same clothes and masks. They're from the government, and they're here to help. Exactly, Boosh. Lord Toxic, I ain't going back to prison. We shall hold court in the street, niggas. Yeah, that's something that someone was asking. What do we do when the shit pops off? It's like, well, block off your neighborhood and get to know your neighbors really well. Start hanging out with them. Start doing a lot of cookouts and stuff and just, patrolling the area, making sure no one's running around. I don't know. That's what I would recommend. Biometric ID. That's what you're talking about. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's kind of what's going on with England, Britain. And I think it's going to be another thing where the Constitution of the United States is kind of like the last standing, the bastion of hope, because they tried to do that shit with the COVID passports, vaccine passports. They were making them happen in Australia and New Zealand, started passing them in UK. And then all of a sudden, America's like, nope, fuck that. It's not constitutional. And then the whole plan just fell apart. They started pulling back on it. Because if America does it, then it's good. It's go for good. It's green for go. So if America pushes back on something, and I think that's what's going to happen with the economy. As everyone knows, the stock market is really taking a ass kicking. People are saying it's because Warren Buffett sold a shitload of stock, and that caused some issues. Everything's in the red, basically. Everything is losing. Everything is down except Domino's Pizza. I think that's one of the few stocks that's actually still going up. If you have stock in liquor stores, I don't know, liquor brands, I don't know if that works, but yeah, that'll probably be be okay as things get worse. But yeah, when the economy starts collapsing, I'm predicting by October, we'll have a repeat of the Great Depression, big October crash. Then they're going to try to pivot us to a digital dollar, and again, I think it's going to backfire. Where the United States is going to be like, no, we're going back to gold. We're going back to gold-based currency and cryptocurrency, and that's going to shock a lot of people. But I really think that is the game plan. This is how you fight the deep state. You let them destroy their own system like they're supposed to, and then at the last minute, you give the people a choice. Oh, well, yeah, we could go with a digital dollar, like they're saying, or we could go back to gold. Everyone's going to be like, oh, yeah, let's do that instead. That sounds better. What do you want? You want every single transaction you ever have being taxed immediately, traced immediately. Like, I can't even give my cousin $10 without the government knowing about it. Fuck that noise. In fact, yeah, I think Megan was telling me she just got a shitload of gold and silver coins. Get some gold, get some silver. It's only going to go up. Buy now in the dip. Now that it's going down for a little bit. The next time U.S. bucks the system, they're just going to shut the power grid down. Yeah, that's another thing. I don't think they're going to shut down the power because there's too many variables with shutting down the power. I think some places will get blackouts, but I think mostly it's going to be shutting down the internet. And it's not necessarily going to be the internet that gets shut down. What it's going to be is you don't even realize it, but your computers, your phones, they have a little kill switch in them. So the internet will still be a thing. It's just none of our devices will suddenly be able to connect to the internet. There'll be ways around it, and that's another thing. I think there's a contingent. I think Starlink, for instance, by Elon Musk, I think that is a contingency plan for this. You have to understand there's like 4D chess being played in the background right now. There's moves and counter moves. The pieces are being set on the board. Like I said, they're trying to destroy the economy, and they have a plan for what to do. They're trying to put all the pieces for World War III. But, the Patriots, the people in control, the people that are the good guys, they have contingency plans. So, yeah, when the economy crashes, what do? How do you combat that when they try to get us on a digital dollar? You just say we go back to gold. When the world war is looming and the nuclear missiles have become a threat, what do? Do we go into war and start beating the drums and doing a draft? Or do we just promote peace? Do we just say, hey, we can have peace? Like, let's do some, like, let's have conversations, treaties. I think that's what's the idea is these people are so fucking evil and corrupt. The idea of peace, like, doesn't even enter their mind. The truth is nobody likes war, except, people that profit from it. But the thing is, you can profit from peace a lot more than you can from nuclear war. Nobody wins in that situation. So, I think there's a contingency plan for all this stuff. And yeah, like Wes is saying, cyber attack during the election, martial law is declared. What do? Do we delay the election and just have Kamala just be president forever? No, we'll probably just have a paper ballot election, which is going to dissuade all these illegals who are registered to vote by mail or by electronic voting. They're going to be dissuaded from actually showing up to a actual ballot polling office where there's fucking National Guard and military on standby. Like, I think it's going to backfire. War. It's fantastic. Fucking hot shots. That was fun when we watched those two movies on Losers Lounge. R.I.P. Losers Lounge until it comes back from the dead when Blue Collar gets, fired for driving a bus drunk or whatever. I think he's not going to be driving buses anymore. I think he's going to try to work in the garage, the bus garage. He's going to be parking buses and doing maintenance on buses. He said he's going to be getting paid less. I'm like, based on what you're describing, you should be getting paid more. R.I.P. Losers Lounge. Now, it'll be back, I'm sure. Or who knows? Maybe next month I'll just pick it up and we'll just start doing it on this dumb channel. We'll save all the big movies for Losers Lounge and all the dumb, weird movies. Like what did we watch last week? Night of the Comet. That was fun. This week we got Generation X. We were talking about all 14 X-Men movies last Sunday. And we left out the 15th X-Men movie, which is the made-for-TV failure for Fox. It was called Generation X. It is horrific. It is one of the worst movies I think we've ever watched on Dorkside We Watch, which means it's gonna be a hoot. Me and Sammy Threepeat watched it. We had a blast. It was so bad. Matt Frewer, who you may know as Max Headroom, he was also Job in the Lawnmower Man sequel. He was also the shitty neighbor, Russell's dad in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. He was also the old man who gets bitten by a zombie in the Dawn of the Dead remake and wants to be alive till the very last minute, and his daughter has to get him killed. Yeah, you recognize the guy. Anyway, he's doing his worst Jim Carrey impression ever. I feel like the people who made that movie saw Batman Forever, which had just come out at the time, and they were like, "Let's just do this," but with X-Men. It was a very bombastic, neon-colored, Jim Carrey-centric movie. So yeah, look forward to that tomorrow. Also, tomorrow I will be on Paul Hadouken's channel for the very first time. Paul Hadouken, he is a fun guy. I guess he's doing this. He's typically a video game streamer, but he's going to start doing this kind of book club thing where we have 4 guests and talk about some kind of topic. I was asked to come on. I kind of put myself out there saying, "Hey, yo, I'm free Wednesdays." He said, "Yeah, this week we're going to be doing mob/crime movies, and everybody picks a movie." And he hadn't seen any of these movies. I think he saw 21 Jump Street, which someone picked. He had never seen the other 2 that were picked were Heat. He'd never seen that. He's never seen Godfather, which was also picked. And yeah, it's not really books, though, Lord Toxic. I think he's just calling it a book club. We're going to be talking about movies this week. But then I was going to pick Goodfellas, which is obviously like the best mob movie. But I was like, that's too obvious. And yeah, so I just went with Donnie Brasco. It's also not as long as Goodfellas and Heat and Godfather. It's like we can't have 3-hour movies. So yeah, Donnie Brasco is one I picked. Forget about it, So that'll be fun. Yeah, Blue Collar Loser playing Elden Ring. He's got his priorities all fucked up, man. He'd rather play Elden Ring than come in here and shoot the shit. Casino is another good one, but I think Casino is not as good as Goodfellas. I mean, I find a Casino to be like obviously like a spiritual sequel to Goodfellas, but it's kind of just, Martin. This is where Martin Scorsese started just copying himself. Goodfellas was great, and that was kind of just copying Raging Bull, but Goodfellas is just way better than Raging Bull in terms of entertainment value. Casino, though, I got to give Casino credit because people talk about like horror movies and like the fucking scariest death scene you could ever think of, and people talk about Terrifier 2, the bedroom scene, or that one girl getting skinned alive on Martyrs, the guy getting killed with a hammer in Kill List. These are some graphic, horrific murder scenes in horror movies. But yeah, the baseball bat in Casino, the baseball bat scene in Casino is worse than anything from any Hostel movie or whatever Saw, any Saw movies. Yeah, the baseball bat scene in Casino is so fucked up. And the reason why it's so fucked up is because you have to, Joe Pesci has to watch his brother get killed first, beaten to death with baseball bats, and then he gets beaten to death with baseball bats, and they get buried alive. Pretty awesome, pretty hardcore. Oh, also the head in the vice. There's apparently an extended scene of that where the guy's eyeball literally pops out of his head, and they were like, it's too good of an effect, so we're gonna have to cut it out. Boo! It reminds me of the Friday the 13th sequels, 6, 7, and 8. Those movies are they could have been really good. Friday the 13th Part 6, I think, is my favorite because it's the one where Jason officially becomes like an immortal zombie. They're done explaining how he keeps coming back. Now he's literally just undead. He literally is just immortal. He's literally like Frankenstein's monster. He can't die. He's supernatural, officially supernatural by Part 6, which is great. The problem with 6, 7, 8, 9, and all these other ones is 6, 7, 8, they were directed by some of the special effects artists from the first 5 movies. So like they get the chance to direct, right? And they spent all this time like crafting and all the budget like making these amazing death scenes. And they show the producers this movie and they're like, this is way too violent. So the whole movie comes off as censored because they had to cut all the good gore shots. They had all these money shots throughout the whole movie. They all had to get removed. So it's like a lot of death scenes where Jason like takes a machete and just kind of stabs it in the camera and pulls it out. And then you see cut to like bloody person falling down. There's so many like deleted scenes where you see the knife like going in the dude's eyeball and out. And then what's upsetting is due to the 80s and film stock, like all those amazing gore scenes have been lost forever. We'll never get to see them. Much like the Event Horizon deleted extended scenes of hell, the hell portal, the hell dimension. I always love the canon that Event Horizon actually takes place in the same universe as Warhammer, which does make sense. Pretty good. As far as other stuff, I did finish MILF Manor. I know we never resumed MILF Manor stream. It is just kind of a dumb show, guys. It's trash TV. I will give you guys a brief little summary here. We left off on episode 3, and it's interesting though because episode 4 starts off with this bitch comes back from season 1 and just immediately starts shit with this girl right here. They're all jealous. Now, we had talked about how Barbie and Lynette were like our favorites, and they still are. You know why they're my favorites? Because as the show progresses and everyone gets fucked up and everything's stupid. Well, real quick before I get into why they're great, other pressing matter is we had talked about how this guy was like estranged from his father. What was his name? I can't remember their names, but these two were estranged for 3 years. This guy hates his dad or hasn't spoken to him, and they kind of squashed the beef. It was very sweet. On episode 4, they kind of got right to it and squashed the beef. But then this guy gets kicked out like immediately after that because nobody likes him. He doesn't have any MILFs after him, so they got rid of him. And this guy is like basically here till the end. Big booty black lady. She was obsessed with this black dude. She basically like claims him for her own. Oh God. She basically just says, "Hey, yo, this guy's mine. Everyone stay off my goods." And that's kind of how it went down. And he was kind of like reluctantly just kind of had to go along with it. It's like he didn't even have a choice. Where is she? Yeah, big black booty mama. She just has her eyes on this guy and this guy only the whole show. And it's funny though, because at spoilers at the end, like what's interesting about this show is nobody really wins. There's no like grand champion. It's just everyone kind of pairs off. And the question is, are they going to take it to the next level after the show's over? And a lot of them are like, no. Did the chick from Lisa Wilcox from Nightmare on Elm Street come back? No, she didn't. But Lynette, here's why Lynette is the best. Lynette, she was kind of flirting with this guy, this Guido guy. But what happens is they introduce 2 new MILFs. 2 new MILFs show up. First of all, there's a great scene of these kids. What do they do? Oh, they do some like tug of war nonsense. I don't know. It's stupid. Every challenge is dumb. The winners get to go on a date. This guy, he's like really macking on Lynette. Lynette's like into him. He's like making her dinner. They have like a great night. And then he convinces her to sleep in the sex room with him. And I don't think they have sex, but they did kiss a lot. And they kind of just snuggle all night. They have a great time. And it's fun. And then we're going to cut to episode fucking 6. Now we're going to skip episode 5. But what happens is things get interesting because they get rid of a bunch of guys that nobody's into. A bunch of mostly young guys. Like old guy, like this guy's son, he leaves. And also, a strange son also leaves. And here's this lady she's really showing off like the underboob. She's trying to really get attention from what's his name? Black dude. She's like very upset that he's like not paying any attention to her. This Lynette lady's happy because she's kind of got a thing going on with Guido guy. But then it gets interesting because what do? They add they bring out 2 more ladies. 2 more bitches show up. And these MILFs are like kind of young looking. And first they introduce 2 new guys. That's right. And it's messed up because these guys are not even father and son. They're like uncle and nephew. So it's like, it's way less weird. It should have been me. The prize is Valtrex, says Boosh. They set the youngins up for failure. I know, yeah. It'd be one thing if these older guys like actually looked like older guys, like had fat beer bellies and were bald. You know, they're all like, they're just as good looking as their young counterparts. I mean, seriously, like this guy, British guy with the beard. I mean, this guy's, shit, dude. Women are all into him. He's a little too nice. This guy, he was like macking on all the ladies. Let's be real here. He was kind of a perv, and that's kind of something that Lynette is not into. Lynette, she's kind of like has a thing going with Paulie or whatever his name is, Tony, and like I said, what happens is they introduce two new bitches, and Paulie instantly gravitates to one of these girls just because she looks like a young dumb party animal girl. We'll go to episode 7. And what's is because Paul, what's his name? Greedo guy, his excuse is basically, oh, well, we're here to meet people. We're here to hang out, get to know everybody. And it's like, okay, but you've kind of established that you're like, yeah, this is the girl. He's just all into her, all up in her shit. Now, this other black chick who shows up, she looks really young. She's 44. No fucking way. But yeah, she does not pair off well with anybody, unfortunately. But this is why Lynette wins. Lynette, at a certain point, is just like, oh my God, yeah, they have to eat watermelon off of each other's. Now, I got to say, this bitch is nothing but trouble, but definitely would. Her and Lynette together, I think, were my dream team. But Lynette just seems like a nice lady. What is this challenge? They have to eat watermelon out of the ladies' coochies. They have to literally put a watermelon in their lap and have the guys eat it. I mean, could this show be any more disgusting? Crystal. She's really just lonely. And yeah, like I said, she's dealing with the tragedy of her son dying in gang violence. It's pretty upsetting. But yeah, Lynette is very upset because what's his name wins this challenge, and he picks to go on a date with New Girl. Him and his son win, and they go with the new girls. And Lynette is like fuming. She's like, what the fuck? We literally just spent the night in a bed the other night. Like, I understand we're here to see other people and meet them all, but I think at this point, we've kind of done it all. And what happens is they go out to some like naked painting. No, they do like some weird body painting thing, arts and crafts. And TVML. TVMA. Yeah, and these guys come back and they basically just had a great night spreading paint all over each other's asses. And they come back all painted up. They come back all painted up, like just showing off how like the good time they had. And Lynette is fucking devastated. Look how sad her titties are. Look how lonely they are. And this guy rightfully just comes right up to her. He's like, yo, let me talk to you. I just wanted to let you know that I like you still, but I am going to be basically going around with, he basically just like gaslights her a little bit longer, just a little bit longer. But by the end of this episode, I think she's like, this is why Lynette rules. Oh, they do a butt testing. They do a butt sample. They have to touch the men's butt and guess who it is. And, everyone gets a little bit right. This one chick like smells one of the asses. It's weird, guys. This is why we're kind of just not really breaking this down too much. But yeah, what's interesting is Lynette is not having it. She's very upset at Anthony. That's his name. And then she gets really pissed off. Anthony still knowing that he's kind of made a thing with Lynette. He still has to make her little things to eat. And I do feel sorry for this guy in the crutches. He kind of like has to like sit out every challenge. He's basically like the MC, the host for all the games. He's like reading all the cards and stuff. That's like the job he's been delegated to. So he doesn't really get to have as much fun as everybody else. But yeah, this girl is just trouble because she's just going off and flirting with all the boys. And this hoe bag, whatever her name is, from season 1, what's her name? I can't remember any. This chick, she cannot stand not being the center of attention. Yeah, Lynette did not deserve this. You're right. But Lynette does redeem herself, and I'll tell you why in this next episode, episode 8, episode 9, Runaway MILF. What's amazing is basically, let's see, is this at the beginning of the episode or the end? Yeah, I think it's at the end of the episode. Lynette's amazing. She's just like, look, I'm fucking over this shit. And she just leaves. That's the thing that's so good about this show. You're not held here against your will. You know what I mean? You're not forced to be here. So she just leaves. She's great. This is why she wins the entire contest. She's like, I'm out. Fuck this show. It's a waste of my goddamn time. So Lynette leaves, and basically you still have a chance, Black Lives. That's kind of what I'm getting at. Cannoli, we're talking about season 2 of MILF Manor. We're just kind of breezing through it real quick. But yeah, that's kind of what's going on. That's why Lynette rules. The other thing that's interesting about Barbie's kind of pairing off with the guy with the terrible chest tattoo of the Cowardly Lion. She's kind of hooking up with him, this guy. And what's great is they kind of start hooking up. They keep hooking up, and they also leave early because they're like, hell, we already basically won. So Barbie and Lynette basically get off the easiest. And like I said, this woman here, she's just got her claws in this guy. I guess I'm going to call him Jerome for now. I don't know what his real name is. I forget. It was a few weeks since I saw these all. But yeah, like he just kind of is like forced against his will to kind of just be, he kind of wants to mac on this younger black lady, and Crystal's just not having it. He basically tells Stacy's his name. She basically tells him, no, that ain't allowed. And he just goes with it. He's like, all right, I'm sorry. That was very silly of me. But yeah, Lynette leaves. Barbie and her new boyfriend leave. And people start pairing off. Other people get kicked off. But what's great, who actually wins the contest, who actually wins the actual game and rides it all the way to the end and gets paired off, who do you guys think? You're never going to guess it. It's crippled guy and his Asian MILF. Where are they? I think they save them for last because like none of these relationships work out. Oh yeah, this girl starts like hanging out with the uncle that we got introduced to later, and they're like, "Yay, it's so great! We're having a great time." And every time the uncle's talking to the camera, he's like, "Yeah, I'm kind of getting to know her, and I'm realizing she's kind of more of a party girl, and that's kind of not what I'm into. Trying to get into this family stuff. I'm trying to settle down." So he basically strings her along all the way to the finale, and right here on the podium, basically tells her, "Yeah, I'm not here to pursue. What's the word I'm looking for? I'm not trying to go with anything else. I'm trying to, this is fun while it lasted, but I think we're gonna stop here." And she's so like not only hurt, but just embarrassed. Oh my God, you really feel sorry for her. She's like, well, what the fuck am I doing here? All dressed up on this dock. She starts like covering herself, She's like so embarrassed. She's like, I can't believe I'm showing like skin to you. Like, get out of here. Like, look at her face. Look how quickly it changes. Like, oh, hey. When she realizes the shit is not going her way, she's like blown away. She's like, why the fuck would you do this to me? Look at this. This is the face. This is the face you make when you're like, motherfucker's just wasting my time. This is a 40-something-year-old woman. She does not have time to pussyfoot. Okay? But here's why it's great, the show. The winner, the guy who owns a fleet of private jets, who doesn't compete in any contests whatsoever. He's barely like in the show. And he really hits it off with this lady. Granted, she's not my cup of tea visually, but yeah, they really like each other and they go for it. And even the son is like, hell yeah, I think she's great for my dad. And they kind of ride off in the sunset together. So good for them. So, that's kind of what I'm recapping very quickly. The winners and losers of the last 9 episodes of MILF Manor. It was fun. But we're not going to spend as much time as we did on the first 3 episodes. Guys, it's a stupid ass show. Maybe we'll dive into Love Island. Maybe that'll be like the new weekly thing. We'll start watching Love Island USA weekly. That's nuts. Yeah. This N-word. I know. How rude of him. Yeah, and again, Stacy and that black lady, Crystal, that did not work out either. Because I mean, he's like, yeah, I don't really see it working. But yeah, that was MILF Manor. Other interesting things that have happened since the last Stupenzocast. Not much, honestly. Mother's doing good. She's got another procedure coming out tomorrow. She's doing good. Everything's going good with her. She's getting all these things done that need to get done. God, I had my first dentist appointment in like 10 years, and not as bad as I was thinking. You know, you go to the dentist, you're like, they're going to want to yank all your teeth out. And she's like, nope, teeth are fine. I think they're going to yank out my 2 wisdom teeth that are out in my head just because, you know, I have a cavity on this one. But that was it. I got like 1 cavity on my back wisdom tooth. And they were like, well, since we're going to yank it, it's easier to just yank it out than put a filling in it. And since we're going to yank out the bottom one, we might as well yank out the top one. I had these 2 removed when I was in, you know, high school or whatever, because this one was impacted. And again, like you remove the bottom one, you got to remove the top one. So I was this close to having all 4 of my wisdom teeth, but alas, it just isn't in the cards. What else is going on? It's 1 o'clock. I guess I'll be streaming on Lance's channel in about 3 hours. Yeah, I stopped drinking coffee. Haven't really drank a lot of booze. I think on Saturday, I drank booze for the first time in like a month and change. I had a few beers and a bunch of Jello shots, and got pretty drunk at some old lady's karaoke party at a lady I know from karaoke had a pool party, and it was funny because everyone got naked at the end. And it was weird. I was the youngest guy there, just to put things into perspective. And everyone's all like married and stuff. There's all these couples. It was strange. But you know, I'm one of those guys. I got a big dick. I don't mind getting naked. I'll show it off. That being said, yeah, drinking. Ugh, blue collar. This is why you get bad sleep. When you drink, like, yeah, you just wake up in the middle of the night all sweaty, you know? Something about the alcohol sweats. It doesn't let you sleep as well. I'm not drinking coffee. Eating in the morning, that's new to me. Waking up in the morning and craving food, that is very different. And then everyone got naked. Exactly. It's one of these things where, like, you know, one guy gets naked and it's like, oh, and then he put his clothes back on in shame. And then, when a woman gets naked, it's like, okay, everyone's getting naked all of a sudden. It's the lady needs to get naked first. Yeah. Also, yeah, thanks you guys for hanging for briefly with me. What else is going on? We did watch, all those X-Men movies. We did rank them. I think for those of you who didn't see the X-Men stream, I guess I'll skip to the very end so we can cut to like what our final. Let's see here. 10 and a half hours later, it goes like this. Where is it? It's a little bit later. Oh yeah, commercials. I showed so many dumb X-Men commercials, tie-ins. Dark Phoenix was bad. Here we go. Skipping towards the end. Here we go. Yeah, I'm watching the list pile on. I guess you guys should see this too. Here's the list. There we go. All right, there's the final list. I think we had settled for Deadpool and Wolverine going around here in the A list, and Generation X definitely in the F tier next to Origins. But yeah, what do we got going on here? We've got S list, top of the tier, X2, Days of Future Past, Logan, and the original Deadpool. The A tier was the original X-Men and Deadpool Wolverine. B tier is X-Men First Class, The Wolverine, Deadpool 2. C was Apocalypse, New Mutants. D is X-Men The Last Stand and Dark Phoenix. And F was Origins and Generation X, which is you guys will watch tomorrow, hopefully. Tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Oh, yeah, 90s commercials were so goofy. You know what I love about 90s commercials? We talked about this briefly, is like they had to be entertaining, because if they weren't, you would change the fucking channel. So they had to be good. I don't have a big hog and I'm fat. I'm all good on the public nudity. Okay. Well, I'm also fat. I got fat on purpose so my big hog would look more proportional with my body. Because when I'm skinny, it looks weird. But yeah, that being said, yeah, 90s commercials are great. Here's a fun story. That last stream that Dark Hour was on, which stream was that? Dark Hour briefly graced us with his presence, and we watched. This is so interesting. This stream, is the Hurricane Barrel stream. We did a Hurricane Barrel stream when that barrel hurricane was coming our way, and yeah, we decided to play a little commercial for the Ricochet toy car. The toy Ricochet car, the little race car that like you can drive upside down, there is no right side up. It can just flip over and keep driving. I showed the commercial for that, and this is where it makes no sense at all. That 30-second commercial got the whole stream blocked in all Middle Eastern countries. Okay, like the entire Middle East can't watch that stream. It was blocked and the dispute was rejected, which is interesting. Keep in mind, we were offering commentary on the commercial, it's not a substitute for the original video. So it's blocked in all Middle Eastern countries because of the 30-second toy car commercial. But here's where it gets really interesting. It was blocked by the WWE, the World Wrestling Entertainment. And I did double check. I was like, no, this is what's happening. How weird is that? YouTube is fucked up, guys. I don't know why. Now every commercial has the same Siri voice. Oh, yeah. I love that. Boosh McFadden, yep, faked us out, but Centerpoint still shut off people's power and charged them for it. What a bunch of cocks. But yeah, here's what I love is when you get ads on the internet, the YouTube ads, they have like AI, like Donald Trump commercials, like AI Joe Rogan. It's like, hey, this is like some AI that sounds like Joe Rogan trying to sell you some like vitamin. I was like, how is that legal? Like, that can't be. That's not going to be lasting long. Okay. There's going to be some legal precedent soon. It's going to shut that shit down. But yeah, the 90s commercials were so rowdy. Let me just see here. What are some good 90s commercials here? Let's just look up some stuff. 70 minutes of decade-defining 90s commercials. Let's see here. Oh, I farted real good. Yeah, hell yeah. Let's put on some audio. Might as well. Skip forward a bit. Ditch all this intro selling me shit. I don't care. I'm not going to buy it. Let's turn on the audio. Let's see what we got going on here. But yeah, the point is, like I was saying, is the 90s commercials, they had to be kind of entertaining. You don't want people changing channels. Here we go.
More than 200 animators and programmers. A multi-million-dollar production. Over 2 years in the making.
This took millions of dollars and 2 years to make, guys.
And a cast of thousands. They said it couldn't be done in a major motion picture. They were right.
They were right.
Fantasy VII.
What's interesting is that we did get a Final Fantasy VII movie, Advent Children. It's one of those movies I've seen many, many times, and I still don't know what the hell it's about. Gooch is here. What is up, Gooch? How's it going? It was fun talking with you about Iron Giant yesterday. Let's see. Let's skip forward here. What's going on here?
Team up to give you a free
Jack in the Box. Star Trek Generations.
When you galaxy size any Supreme Value combo.
Can you galaxy size my soda, please? Guys, I cannot tell you. I'm at the point now where it's like, I want the small. I don't like fast food anymore because it's expensive, because goddamn fucking Biden inflation's out of control. But, that was the appeal of fast food. Yeah, it's shitty. It's not good for you, but it's quick and it's cheap. Now it's not even cheap. So what the hell? I might as well just make something at the house. But here's the thing. They say, hey, do you want to supersize that? Do you want to upsize that, your fries and drink? Like, no. In fact, I want as little fries as possible. I'd rather have 2 burgers and a glass of water than burgers, fries, and a Coke. That's where I'm at now. You ask for a fucking medium Coke, and it's like 24 ounces or some bullshit. It's like the equivalent of like 2.5 sodas. It's like, good God. And here's the thing. Eating a fucking thing of French fries, they use the shitty seed oil now. You're supposed to fry French fries in like beef tallow. That's why they're delicious, and that's why they're not so bad for you. Nowadays they use these crappy seed oils, these high burn point, genetically engineered seed oils. So basically, eating a fucking pack of eating some fries, eating a order of fries is the same as like smoking 2 packs of cigarettes, basically, in terms of carcinogens. So I mean, the question is, would you rather have like heart clogging cholesterol, or would you rather have like carcinogenic, cancer causing chemicals? I'd go with the heart clogging cholesterol. Honestly, dying of a heart attack is probably one of the coolest ways to die, because it's like and you just die. It's not like watching your body rot away with cancer. That's a bummer. So yeah. They just hand you a mop bucket full of cola. Yeah, that's galaxy size. I couldn't have imagined a galaxy size soda. I mean, the idea of this being a galaxy size, I like that. I like that this right here is like the extra large soda. I want a fucking soda. When I say a small soda, I mean like a kid cup, like a cup of water. You know, the little water cup? Like, fill that up with soda. Remember in Mallrats where Brody, he's got that little the little water cup that's like a little shot glass, a paper shot glass. He's like, "You fill this up with Coke, no ice." That's good. Fast food without the fast and food. Yes, exactly. Black Lives. Quality and quantity have gone, and prices have gone up. Yep, they've gone down. Exactly. I see on my my local small Texas town Facebook page. There's always people complaining about like some food order they got. I went to this restaurant and the food was not as good, and it was expensive, and I didn't get a whole lot of food. It's like, that's every restaurant right now. Every restaurant, especially local restaurants, are struggling. Like, it's only the corporate chains that are able to keep up, but how are they keeping up? By poisoning us, by taking away more natural ingredients and giving us preservatives and artificial flavors and stuff. That's how they get it past it, and that's not even going to last. I was reading that what is he remember the movie The Menu, when she orders the gourmet cheeseburger? Ray Fiennes says, "Hey, that'll set you back $9.95." That's what he says. That is the line of dialogue. American cheese is the best because it melts without splitting. How much will it set me back? About $9.95. Cool. The Menu came out in what year? Recently, in 2022. Came out 2 years ago. Since then, a cheeseburger value meal at McDonald's costs $12 now. So the McDonald's cheeseburger value meal costs more than the gourmet smash burger from the movie The Menu. Just put things into perspective here. Mickey D's fries taste like straight plastic. I know, they are. The burgers in Mickey D's are loaded with filler now, too. Oh, yeah, it's not even beef. In fact, that was kind of the saying. That's why Wendy's had the beef lady. Where's the beef? I think Wendy's, that's the thing, is like, you're going to notice the fast food places either do one of two things or both things. Either the price goes up and the burger quality stays the same, or the price stays the same and the quality goes down, or like a lot of places are doing it, they literally have to do both now. They have to lower the quality of the product, and still the price has to go up. But because they lower the quality of product, the price isn't going up as fast. It's not alarming anybody. And I hear like, the Dow went down really bad, and people are saying like gas went up 20 cents overnight. Gas was $2.89 out here in Texas, which is awesome. But, the reason why it's so cheap is because the Biden regime is, using all the petroleum reserves. All the oil reserves for national emergencies has been depleted, basically. And we can't. And now when we buy back, if we decide to fill up those reserves and buy back more oil, it's going to cost like 3 times the amount we paid for those reserves. So it's a lose-lose situation. So the gas is temporarily been cheapened, but now it's going up. It's going to keep going up, and when that goes up, everything goes up. So it's really bad. So it was like $2.89 yesterday, and now it's like $3.20. So it's bad. I don't think we're gonna get to $4 or $5 gallon gases here in Texas until after the election, if the election goes the way the deep state wants it to. That's the other reason why you guys got to vote for Trump, dude. We got to drill. We got to start drilling for oil. We have an ocean of oil under our feet. Here's a fun conspiracy theory. Oil is actually not made from fossils. They try to tell us that oil is made from fucking millions and millions and millions of plankton fossils or some shit like that. No, it isn't. Here's what's crazy about oil. It's actually a chemical byproduct from the tectonic plates rubbing together. Basically, what you can, and they've proven this because they can basically make synthetic oil. Basically, and how you make oil is acid plus metal, which is kind of in the short round of things. That is what is going on chemically in the center of the earth. You've got extreme heat and extreme friction and these tectonic plates rubbing together, and it creates this like lubricating substance. And you guys are going to get so pissed off when you find out that oil is not only like one of the most abundant resources on the planet besides water, it's also completely renewable, like naturally. When people find that out, also when they find out that they have a cure for cancer and they've had it for years, people are going to get really pissed off. I'm telling you. We had $5 gallons of diesel back in 2021, 22. Yeah, there was, we'll never forget the Bush and Obama years where gas was like, approaching $5, $6 a gallon here in Texas. I think it was like $7 or $8 a gallon in California. I think it's that much right now, honestly. But yeah, California sucks. Anna, that Star Wars girl, was talking about how her insurance for this next year of 2025 is going to cost like $11,000 total to insure her car. You're talking about $1,000 a month almost in insurance. Fuck that noise. I think Bush was telling me he pays like $80 a month for his insurance. Yeah, I mean, yeah, $11K. Tommy saw this. Yeah, California. Exactly. It's mental. That's the best way. Yeah, Bush likes it, the idea of being dinosaurs. But here's the thing. Like, we just use simple math. You're like, okay, wait, how many fucking dinosaurs are we talking about? And also, like, yeah, how do you take a dinosaur bone and turn it into oil? They can't do that. But like I said, if they take acid and metal and put those together, you can kind of make a oily type substance. It's very strange. I'm not here trying to. And by the way, everything I say on Stupenzocast is, my own personal opinions or jokes, kind of not to be taken seriously. Do not, nothing here is actual medical advice or anything like that. Abomination AJ's here. How's it going, Mr. Werewolf Boy? We're about to start watching some more 90s commercials. Let's see what's next here when it comes to galaxy size.
For just 39 cents more, beam up to bigger fries, a larger drink. Collect all.
Here's a galaxy size soda. Yeah, I mean, I like the idea. Look, it's worth getting a galaxy size, super sized soda if it's going to come in a reusable plastic cup. Okay, I'll give you that. But seriously, if you're going to get a burger and you need a fucking this much Coca-Cola with it, it's not good, guys. I would love to get in Texas summer day. It's like, please, can I just get one of these Galaxy sodas, but just full of water? Like, can I just get a Galaxy size ice water? I just have to charge you for it. Fine. That's fine. I don't care because I'll get the commemorative cup. That's fine. And the fries, I'll give the fries away. I'll eat like maybe 3 or 4 fries. Eating a thing of fries, like, yeah, it's good for you. It's good. It's tasty. And it's all these carbs. If you're drunk as hell, you should eat the fries because the starches, the potatoes, they will absorb the alcohol. They'll sober you up. But like I said, dude, eating this fucking thing of fries, it's literally like smoking 2 or 3 packs of cigarettes. The amount of carcinogenic oil they use for these fries is so bad. Fossil fuels don't come from dinosaurs, by the way. It's broken down plant forms. Yes, I've heard it's like plants and the plankton and all these other biomass that is broken down. I don't believe that either, though, Tommy. I don't know. But hey, I'm wearing a tinfoil hat right now, so who cares? But I've been right about crazier shit before. I have so many friends that tell me dude, all that crazy shit you were saying about COVID during the the plague year. You were right about like 99% of that shit. I was like, yeah, I was, because I could read. They used to use natural oils, but the greeny weirdos got mad. Yeah, like I said, you go to a burger place in the 50s, 9 times out of 10, your burgers were fried in beef fat, which is like, hell yeah. Because I mean, you're frying up real burgers made out of real beef, and all this fat comes out. And rather than, throw it away immediately, it's like, well, let's use it real quick. Let's fry a couple batches of fries and onion rings in it, and then we'll throw it out. And we'll throw it out in the sink too, because we don't care. Or just put it in the garbage. Yeah, beef tallow for the win. It's unhealthy. You don't even fucking eat here. Yeah. Yeah, I hear you. Okay, let's see what the next commercial is. I'm excited.
Only a Jack in the Box.
Jack in the Crack.
This guy never complains. Does he make any excuses?
I get really tired. I mean, I'm skinny.
Does he let any obstacles get in his way?
Some of the guys on the other team, they just started hitting me.
He just keeps going. Those arms keep pumping.
Just be the bunny. Be the bunny. Yeah, that's it, guys.
Be the bunny, guys. Be the bunny. The bunny never gets tired. The Energizer Bunny. It just keeps going and going and going.
Excuse me, ma'am. Are you going to be
Whoa.
purchasing any chicken in that fine retail establishment?
Oh, no.
Foster Farms?
Well, we're Foster Farms chickens.
No, you're not.
Sure we are.
No way. Foster Farms chickens are fresh and natural. No hormones, no preservatives. Besides, they're corn-fed.
Yeah, you guys look like a bunch of freaks. You guys are clearly genetically modified, and you eat junk food. I don't think eating corn is a good selling point for chickens. Cows are corn fed. That's not good. Cows and chickens are supposed to eat like bugs and grass and shit, right? I don't know.
Foster Farms fresh chicken. Always natural, always fresh.
Have you looked in a mirror lately?
What?
I thought when that commercial started, it was going to be some guy trying to pick up that black lady in the parking lot. Like, trying to hit on women in the grocery store parking lot is like next level desperation. These chickens are actually genetically modified corn. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. You know what chicken's favorite food is? Or at least my grandma, when she had chickens, they went ape shit over scorpions. Like, they would just go, it was like catnip for them. Like, they would go crazy. They would like fight each other for like scorpions. Like, if a scorpion was in the yard, it was like their favorite thing to eat in the world. I also saw a chicken eat a whole mouse one time. They're little carnivores, man. People don't realize they're little dinosaurs. This idea that they don't eat meat, they eat all kinds of meat. They eat bugs and yeah, all kinds of stuff. You like chicken? Well, suck me penis. It's foul. Tommy, I love it. Here's 90s stuff right here. The hoodie, the plaid jacket tied around your waist over your jeans. Yeah, this guy's very grunge.
Man, it's refreshing, man. Just another tool of the establishment just to bring us down. They say we gotta use them, but who are they? Well, they want to control us with their condoms, but not me, man. Because
this is me on Stupenzocast.
I ain't wearing one and letting...
Chic, use one or get none.
No, guys.
Well, these are cool. I mean, I'd use them. I'd like them, and I'd use them all the time.
Chic. That was the worst condom commercial ever. Here's the thing, guys. Condoms. I only recommend using condoms if your girlfriend is ovulating, or if you're gay. I can't even. I think I can count all the times I've used a condom like on one hand. Here's the thing: when you have a big, thick penis, you're just like, I can't get down with condoms, dude. I can't get down with condoms. They're too tight. They're too snug. And my pull-out game is on point. Never got an STD. Never got a chick pregnant. It is possible, guys. You get STDs. You know when you get STDs? When you get, when you get penetrated. That's when you have a chance of getting STDs. Like, women need to be careful. Like, yeah, women should telling guys that they don't know to use condoms. But, yeah, I don't know. You got to get to know your person before you have sex with them, I think. I don't know. It's just weird. JJJR is here. Hail. Tommy, Johnny Everett was in Lethal Weapon. I agree. Boosh always wraps up. Okay. Well, to each his own. Magnums exist. Yeah, Magnums, I think they're like the same size. I think it's a trick, really. I think it's like a same size condom, but it's just extra stretchy. So like regular size guys can wear magnums. I think that's what it is. They want a regular size penis to be able to put on a magnum and be like, oh, dude, I fit in a magnum. Hell yeah. I don't know. That's like that old Dave Attell joke. Like, never let a woman put a condom on you, because then she'll be like, oh, look, there's still room. No, I literally putting on condoms. It's like cutting off the circulation. It's like wearing a cock ring almost. It's like, this is like too tight. I don't need to wrap. The wife had her tubes sorted so I can nut it with impunity. Yeah. What's awesome is when you start nutting in a girl, she starts acting like you. She starts like picking up your fucking mannerisms and characteristics. And the same thing can be said for you. Like when you start having sex with a girl when she's on her period. If you ever fuck a girl on her period, she starts doing the blood magic. And that's when like guys, that's how the hooks get put into you. That's how you, that's when you start like, you need it's like witchcraft. Like when you start having sex with a girl on her period, that's when she's just in your mind all the time. You're always thinking she becomes your number one girl. You're always like, it's witchcraft. And yeah, when you start nutting inside a woman, like I said, she starts acting like you. She starts picking up your mannerisms. And I hear that lasts for 7 years. Like if you nut inside a woman, your DNA is inside of her for 7 years before it's like completely expelled out. That's crazy. It seems like one of those old wives' tales, but I have seen it happen. I've experienced it myself. So there's something. That's the other thing. There is something magical, almost supernatural, that's going on when you have sex with somebody. It's more than just some kind of animalistic mating thing. There is like this thing of like two souls entwined, sharing the same body space for a moment. It is a thing. There is something spiritual happening there. Boosh says, I had a cabbie tear me at off of the car by my jeans, which were around my ankles. I hit the pavement hard. Would have hurt like hello if I hadn't been drunk and laughing so hard. I'm assuming I know what you misspelled here, but I'm going to read it as is just because it's funny.
Get some.
That is a good slogan for a condom, though. I will say this is a terrible commercial.
I'd like them and I'd use them all the
sleek,
time.
Get some.
Get some.
That's pretty good.
Thank you, Mr. Sheep.
Okay, a guy like that's not getting laid, though. Like, nobody wants to see a guy yelling, angry. It's like 200 Cigarettes with Dave Chappelle, Paul Rudd, Courtney Love, that New Year's Eve in the 80s movie. Dave Chappelle says it best. How to have sex, how to get a girl. Number 1, smile. Number 2, play some good music. And number 3, don't talk about death. Just do those 3 simple things, and a girl will come around. Okay? It's easy.
Something of this scale. I mean, more than 20 new bands at a shot. That's a fair...
Tomby, I don't understand what he's saying. Can you translate here? Let's see here.
Something of this scale. I mean, more than 20 new bands at a shot. That's a fair bit of work, am I right? I mean, it's like Mick always says to me. We do it for the love, man. Zeppelin 72 was nothing like this.
Oh, my God. What is this commercial?
It's sort of like vintage Bowie, you know? All shiny and unexpected, like. There's a whole magazine in here. I can't read, you know?
Oh, it's a fucking magazine on a CD-ROM. Oh, God. That sounds terrible. He called the people in the U.S. douches. Yeah, well, luckily I'm in Texas, so we don't count, you know? Texas is its own country, basically.
What'd you think? I'm daft or something?
Hi, Trish.
Todd's working here.
Oh, dude, the Primus dudes. What was this family called? The Duracell family. But yeah, they look like the Winona had a big brown beaver.
What'd you think? I'm daft or something?
Hi, Trish.
Todd's working here.
Don't remind me.
Can he make it a whole shift without Duracell batteries?
I made these special just for...
Guess not. You can't top the cover top.
Oh my God, what was the name of that family? Texars. There you go. Texas. Yeah. The Puttermans. Thank you, Tomby. I didn't even have to Google it because you were on point. Hell yeah, it is the Puttermans. Thank you. Yeah. If you guys have seen the music video for Winona Had a Big Brown Beaver, yeah, that is exactly what they look like. Weird.
Good morning. Welcome to McDonald's.
Kelsey Grammer. Oh my God. Hang on a second. We have a celebrity in our midst, guys. Oh no, he's driving. Oh God. Oh no, he's not gonna crash that car, is he? I hope not. You know what happens when what's his name? Fraser gets behind the wheel. God, what's his real name? We were talking about him the other day. Beast. Doesn't matter.
Good morning.
Kelsey
Welcome to
Grammer.
McDonald's.
And a bright good morning to you, madam. Let's see. I'll have your robust Egg McMuffin extra value meal. A cheerful farm fresh egg in the good company of a warm English muffin, Canadian-style bacon, and gracefully melted American cheese. With crispy hash browns and a small cup of Java. Truly a break that puts the V back in value. Seems a shame you only serve breakfast for another 39 seconds.
Have you had your break today?
I'm gonna order breakfast like that from now on. I'm gonna give that whole speech. Oh, please, may I have a delicious fried potato wedge of the finest spud quality with your delicious muffin entrenched in sauce and ham and delicious egg product that comes in a carton and pours out like milk. I would love one of your delicious sugary salads that has more calories than a burger. Yes. That's how he orders everything online, Tommy. Hell yeah. Did someone say muff? Yes, someone did. Kelsey Grammer did. Phone patrol. Let's see what this is.
Boys, it's Chet at the Dixie Mart. Probable code 0 in progress. Over.
Code 0? Is that an old man masturbating in a dumpster?
Roger that, Foxton.
Oh, it's Ed O'Neill. Oh, is this going to be a collect call? Is this like 1-800-COLLECT or 1-800-CALL-ATT or whatever the fuck?
What we have is someone dialing 0 to call collect. Hopefully I can defuse the situation by alerting them of the money saved with 1-800-COLLECT.
For those of you that are too young to remember, everyone had landlines back then. And if you wanted to call someone out of your area code, it cost more money. And if you were on a payphone, it cost 25 cents to call somebody. But if you wanted to call someone out of the area code, you had to put in more quarters. But if you called 1-800-COLLECT, they would just invoice you the extra money to call grandma or whatever the hell. I don't know. The cool thing about those days back in the 90s and 80s is you had all your friends' phone numbers memorized. So if you ever got in trouble or arrested or needed help, you could just call your friend or call your mother, call somebody. You knew the numbers. Maybe you had a little notebook in your pocket, in your wallet, a little piece of paper. But nowadays, let's say you get arrested, they take your cell phone away, or you lose your cell phone, you need help. Who do you call? It's I don't have any number. I don't know anyone's number. I have my mother's old number memorized, but she got a new one. No, collect calls, charge the person you're calling. Oh, even better. That's even better. Okay, that's a good workaround. And yes, it is Al Bundy, exactly. Or drop in the quarters and record the tones. Yeah, like hackers. Then hang up and play the tones back on the phone. Hello, the telephone fraud. Yeah. That was like in Hackers when they were telling Zero Cool when he's getting sentenced. You're not allowed to use a fucking touch tone or pay phone. You are forbidden from using a pay phone for your probation. That's amazing.
Phone patrol! Hurry!
Let's see if this guy making the call is another famous person. No.
It's still warm.
Oh, God.
I think I can pull a good print.
Blue blockers. Are these still a thing? Are these the glasses?
Blue blockers. Everybody! Blue blockers. It's my day in the sun, at home or on the run. I know for me, this second to none.
Yeah, I recommend blue blockers, guys, especially if you spend all day in front of a computer. They're good. Either wear some actual sunglasses or those blue blocker, clear lenses. They take out all the blue out of your eyes, which are, would damage your fucking eyes after a while. This is why I still have like really good vision in my age. I don't need glasses because, yeah. And also, I don't recommend wearing sunglasses. You guys are, it's funny because I wear sunglasses all the time on the shows because I have these fucking screens in my face and sometimes like, lights shining on me. But when I'm outside in the sun, I actually don't wear sunglasses because it's good to get sunlight in your eyes. It's good for you. Vitamin D. It's like a sun gazing. I mean, I'm not saying you look directly into the sun or anything, but yeah, like there is also touching grass, walking around barefoot outside in the sun with no sunglasses. It does help. It boosts your immune system. It does all this cool shit to you that you don't even realize. They sell these still. Yeah. They say they're exactly. They're marketed for watching your phone at night. Yeah, exactly. That's the other thing. Looking at your fucking screen all day. I have, you can set your phone settings to have less blue light. You can do that on your actual phone. Also turn down the brightness. Tomby's British PIFs are epic. We show them all the time. Smoking grass is better than touching grass. Well, go outside, touch grass, and smoke weed while you're touching grass. There you go. Kill two birds with one stone. Yeah. It's something about like having your feet connected to the earth.
Discount department stores.
Shoes are government psyop, man. It's made to like keep us like less in tune with the world we're in, bro. Here's another Burger King commercial.
This summer, Burger King celebrates Disney's Pocahontas. So now, only at Burger King, a Pocahontas hamburger kids meal is just $1.99 with one of 8 magical toys from the movie. Disney's Pocahontas, a legendary tale of discovery, friendship, and living.
Ooh, this little boy's got talent. America's Got Talent. I would say what's funny is it was one of those things when you were a kid, you didn't realize like you could just go and buy all the toys at once, You thought, oh, hey, I want a Happy Meal. And you just thought, hey, I guess whatever toy they decide to give me is up to me. And if I want 8 toys, I got to buy 8 Happy Meals. And sometimes I might get the same toy twice. You can literally just be like, hey, I already have this toy. Can you please give me this one? Or you could just be like, hey, can I just buy 8 toys and no food? And they'll be like, yeah, sure, whatever. They don't care. Yes. Celebrate child grape. Yes. Disney. Poke the Hooters, says Tommy, and poke the haunches. Poke her haunches. There you go. I see what you're doing.
In harmony.
Dude, Pocahontas, voiced by Black Lady Vanessa Williams. I'm here for it. There was a time where you could have this is the thing. Would the wokies be upset about that? Because, like, yeah, she's not Native American, but it is a black lady. So, are you going to take a role away from a black woman? I don't think so. But shouldn't you have a Pocahontas be voiced by an actual Native American, according to these people? The answer is no. No, Vanessa Williams did a great job voicing Pocahontas, even though Pocahontas is not, in my eyes, a good Disney movie. It's one of the weaker ones of the Disney Renaissance. But I remember owning Lion King on VHS, and they had that super extended song. They showed the whole song as the commercial, which was pretty ballsy move. Unfortunately, that song is the best part of the whole movie. So, what are you going to do? Bush says, no, they are racist only against white people. I assume you would. Yeah, they are. Well, here's the thing. Once they get rid of all the white heterosexual males, next in line is black heterosexual males. They will be the next problematic person. Then followed will be, after that would be white heterosexual females. And after that would be black heterosexual females. It goes down the list, of the enemies. I defer to Black lives on all race issues. Well, you're going to get some pretty pretty racist takes that way, which I am here for. Tommy says, no one's colored. We are all shades of wheat. Yeah, the rebel moon philosophy. I agree. Hey, we're all pink on the inside, right?
$1.99 Pocahontas hamburger kids meals only.
It's only until you unfurl a black girl's vagina and see how pink she is in there, you realize we really are just one species. We're all connected.
Burger King. Get your burgers worth.
Thomas Bond?
Yeah.
I just love the idea that all these kids are like, perhaps like on a farm, and they want McDonald's, they want Burger King. It's so funny. Lol, says Black Lives. I just tell Adam to say the N-word. Ninja? Yeah. Or are you talking about Nazi? Oh, no, you're talking about the other N-word. I got it.
I just want to be sure that you understand your Dutch tulips are right on the street luge course.
Luge course?
Yeah. People are racing
Was
down
that Ian
here.
McKellen?
Aluminum boards, little wheels. Getting up to 70 miles an hour, pulling upwards of 6 Gs.
Is that a lot?
Oh, yeah. That ought to hold her.
6 Gs? I'm pretty sure 6 Gs is like fast enough to like how fast is 6 Gs? That's like, how fast is 6 Gs? 6 Gs of force, space gun with a barrel. Let's see. Yeah, sustained G forces of even 6 G would be fatal. Most of us can withstand up to 4 to 6 G. Fighter pilots can manage to go up to about 9 Gs for a second or two, but sustained G forces of 6 Gs can be fatal. How many miles per hour is 6 Gs? It's 131 miles per hour in 1 second. Oh, 0 to 131 miles per hour in 1 second. That's what that would feel like, 6 Gs. Basically, a G is 32 feet per second. Miles per hour is a speed, not acceleration. I see. Okay. Wow. That would fuck you up, dude. Fighter pilots pull 8 Gs. Yeah, but for a second or two is what they said. A few seconds. Constant acceleration is no joke. I know. We were talking about Rocket Man, that Harlan Williams movie, which was supposed to be an Ernest movie. That was supposed to be Ernest Goes to Space. But instead, Ernest, didn't get to do it. He was kind of losing his box office steam. So they turned it into like a standalone movie, called it Rocket Man, had Harlan Williams in it. And yeah, the scene where they put him in the big spinny G-force machine, that was funny. I love the scene where they go into isolation. He starts singing John Jingle Jamer Heimert Smith or whatever the song is. Oh my God. That like an isolation for like weeks or something. It's good stuff. Like I always say from Heart Rocket Man, fun is my Chinese neighbor's middle name. Adam Gray, oh, they have pressure suits though, says Adam Gray. Yeah, okay. He told me, he mentioned me about something, but I don't know what it was. Oh, Black Lives Black Matters. We had tacos together. He's cool. Met Jamma. Oh, you met Jamma. You met Jamma Llama and had tacos with him. Whoa. What was that like? Cool. What kind of tacos did you have also? That's all I want to know. Oh, you met Jamma Llama and had tacos with him? That's cool. What tacos? Where'd you go get him? The $6 million can.
An ordinary beer can, barely alive.
Gentlemen, we can rebuild it. We have the technology. We have the capability to make the world's first bionic can. Coors Light will be that can. Better than it was before. Taller, thinner, silver.
Next on the Coors Light channel.
Polaroid asked me Sinbad and these supermodels to demonstrate the sleek, stylish Captiva camera. It holds the pictures inside the camera's special pocket, so you take them out and put them in your pocket.
Oh.
My pocket. The Polaroid Captiva.
At my school,
that camera would have been nifty before cell phones were invented, I bet. It better not have been Taco Bell, he says. I don't remember. Well, it probably wasn't It probably wasn't Taco Bell. I had Taco Bell for the first time in a while. And, we had legit fish tacos by the beach. There you go. Yeah, fish tacos are good. I like, fish and chorizo. Put some pickled onions on them. Yummy. Mahi tacos with some, like mango and mango chutney or pico de gallo. All kinds of stuff. Fish tacos. I had a big piece of fucking tuna for breakfast, like fresh tuna. I seared it on a pan and just ate it with some roasted tomatoes. That's what I ate for breakfast. I ate breakfast today, guys. Who am I?
You can't make mistakes. I get hungry, I reach for Snickers.
Roasted
Your
peanuts.
Snickers is all melted because you're just fighting a fucking fire and it's been in your pocket the whole time.
Milk chocolate, caramel. Snickers satisfies.
Do they have to make the Snickers sound so sexy? I don't know.
At my school, you can't make mistakes. I get hungry, I reach for Snickers.
Roasted peanuts, milk chocolate, caramel. Snickers satisfies.
Snickers satisfies. Ooh, yeah. Peanuts and milk chocolate. Ooh, caramel. Is that necessary? Mango relish on seared tuna tacos is amazing. I agree. Tomby, I'll drop in later. Oh, you need to prep, Tomby. Going live. We'll watch you on the next stream, brother. No worries. I'll probably finish this up at the top of the hour. So yeah, you're not gonna miss much. It's not a Snickers, it's a marathon bar for me. Hell yeah. Jamma liked them so much he went back there for breakfast. Fish tacos, yeah. Snickers leave a bad taste in my mouth now, and I don't know why. There was a joke about how white dudes for Kamala, they what did I say yesterday? White dudes for Kamala, they eat the Snickers bar upside down so they can get the veiny texture on their tongue. Kamala Harris eats Snickers upside down. Yeah. That's what I just said. Yeah. There you go. You beat me to it. Bring back the Snickers vein. Is the Snickers vein not a thing anymore? If so, first of all, that seems like a very expensive thing to fix. You know, like it's like, oh, we want the Snickers bar completely smooth. And they're like, yeah, we got to like reinvent all the machinery just to do that. Just to like avoid upsetting a few people. Let's see. Let's look up Snickers vein. Let's see. What happened to the Snickers vein? Good news. Contrary to what's trending on Twitter, the veins remain. Thank God. Snickers tweeted, which prompted more than 5,000 joyous fan reactions in the comment section. Yeah, that would have been the smooth Snickers was likely a manufacturing fault. I see. So yeah, this is like some guy who had like a weird enigma of a Snickers bar, but I don't like it. When I see a Snickers bar like this, I assume it's an ice cream bar. I assume there's ice cream inside of this, and this is like a hard chocolate shell, right? Is that just me? But yeah, the vein is one of those things where it just probably just happens naturally. Oh, look at this veiny texture. Yeah, that is graphic. Okay. I'm gonna get this stream's gonna get some kind of community guidelines strike. They took it away because of the memes. No, apparently that is not yeah, you got hosed. Yeah, that would be like I said, that would be such an expensive thing to fix just because of memes. It's not a coincidence that Snickers satisfies and looks like a BBC. Yeah. They knew what they were doing, says Black Lives. Yeah, they do. Packed with peanuts, just like my shit. Snickers really satisfies. Yeah, I've been eating a lot of trail mix lately, guys. So, yeah, my fucking turds come out looking like a granola bar, basically.
When you start your day at 10,000 RPM, you need a healthy breakfast. But there's this part of me that still gets revved up over frosting.
Whoa, that was actually pretty good. That was actually pretty awesome. This chick transitions into a little girl.
But there's this part of me that still gets revved up over frosting. Nothing but sweet frosting. I try to steer clear of fat and salt, but I keep veering towards that great taste of frosting.
Slow down. Let's eat a big bowl of sugary carbs and lactose for breakfast. That's going to wreck your digestive system nowadays because everyone's allergic to gluten and milk. Why are you looking at your turds? Because you always should look at your turds. I mean, I'm not like fucking like picking them apart with a pick or anything like some of these other health nuts do. That's too much. But yeah, you always want to look at your shit. Make sure there's no blood or black or weird colors or anything like that. Make sure it's got a good consistency. You always got to monitor that stuff. My Snickers brings all the white girls to the yard, and they like, it's bigger than yours. Damn right. It's bigger than yours. Mini wheats are crap. Yeah. I'm one of these guys where I like to buy cereal and just eat it right out of the box, like little like sugary potato chips. You know what I mean? Like a movie snack. I love those Sugar Smacks, because they make my pee smell like them. If I eat enough of them, I can my piss smell like Golden Grams or whatever the hell they are. Golden Sugar Smacks. That was the frog, right? That's the cereal I'm talking about. I also love, Honey Nut Cheerios, man. You can't go wrong with a big fucking handful of dry Honey Nut Cheerios. It's good for you. These days, I check my poops for blood. Exactly. Yeah, when you gotta get that age. Yeah, you don't want to be like me and lay a black turd one day and have to go to the emergency room. That's not good. I haven't, not for several years has that happened. So that's one of those alarming things. Cookie Crisps. Oh yeah, it's like cookies for breakfast. No, it's actual cookies for breakfast. Yeah, I do like Cookie Crisp, but they give your mouth that weird, that silky mouth feel, like on the roof of your mouth. It's like makes your mouth all kind of slippery. I can't describe it. It's weird. It's not like a huge complaint, but yeah, it's got a weird. It gives you a weird mouth feel. I keep forgetting I'm surrounded by old people. Yeah, I know. You're the little baby of the group. Black Lives. Don't be fooled by my young looks. I'm almost a 40-year-old man. And when you get to be almost 40, I hope that you are also checking your poop for blood.
Down there. With Kellogg's Frosted Mini Wheats, you can have it all. For the adult in you, whole grain wheat, 98% fat-free, no salt added. For the kid in you, lightly frosted, great taste.
But, you're still eating all that sugar. I mean, it's nothing, I don't know.
Important to know what really drives you. The frosting!
So many phones. So many places to use my calling card. So why is it no two of them take the same cards or charge the same amount? Will I become a hit-and-run victim on the information superhighway? I know the code. 1-800-CALLATT.
Oh, my God. My mother worked for AT&T for like 30, 40 years or some shit. No, she worked for AT&T for like 25 years. And I want to say like almost 30 years and retired from AT&T. So she loves the company. They did her well. They treated her well. Keep in mind, this is working in AT&T during the 90s when all this shit was going on. So yeah, she did good. I switched my diet to a quote unquote healthy one when I was taking care of my uncle. Loose, splattery, undigested craps. Lots of protein and carbs and just a little veg gives humans the healthiest poo. And Adam Gray says to Black Lives, I won't spoiler all the really fun stuff about getting old. You'll find out. Yeah. The worst is when you see like a fat person or an old person like, oh, I'm going to lose weight. So I'm starting jogging. It's like RIP your knees and ankles, friend. There's a certain age where you just like no more running. Or like really fat people, like I'm going to hit a treadmill. It's like, don't do that. Go do water exercises. Go get in a pool. Chicken is probably the best stuff for us, but I love steak. Yeah. I've been eating a lot of chicken lately, chicken and fish. I do love a good old fashioned fucking greasy hot dog though, with all kinds of fixins and toppings. Start walking or get on a bike. Yeah, walking's fine. Walking is fine. Running? No, not anymore. Not with these ankles. Not with these knees. Also, it's like, playing drums, like, you have to stretch, you have to really stretch your wrists and stuff. And you think, oh, well, you play drums, my wrists don't hurt. My fingers don't hurt. It's like, yeah, but you have to understand there's like these micro vibrations that are like rattling your fingers and that you don't realize it's happening. But yeah, you will develop arthritis. So you have to be careful with that. And the same thing when you're running, like your knees might not necessarily be sore after you're running, but every time you're doing it, you're just like gradually wearing down the cartilage, wearing down the ligaments, wearing down the tendons. Boosh has terrible knees. Yes, we've heard. Yes. I hope your knees are doing better. Stationary bikes are low impact and great for calorie loss. Yeah, get one of those stationary bikes. I think my mother had one and we got rid of it because she never used it. But now it's like, we'll probably get another one. Or was it a treadmill? I can't remember. If it was a treadmill, then we did the right thing getting rid of it. If it was an exercise bike, I don't know. It did take up a lot of room, whatever the fuck it was. So who cares?
I listen for the AT&T. I know my card will work, and I'll get AT&T's best deal.
Doesn't this girl look like the new Snow White, whatever her name is?
Now you know the code. 1-800-CALL-ATT.
Your true voice.
Your true voice. AT&T. Good God.
You've seen 1-800-COLLECT on TV. Here's how it works.
Thank you for calling 1-800.
This fucking dude. Oh, no.
Collect. Enter the number you wish to call, area code first. Say your name.
Chris.
Please hold while we place your call.
1-800-COLLECT. Dial it today.
Do you know what's best about getting dressed?
Oh, it's Rosie O'Donnell in Sesame Street. I wasn't ready for that. I do love those Kmart store tapes. Those are awesome. If you guys get on YouTube and find like the Kmart radio, the specialized tapes they had for the stores, you know, just look up like Kmart October 1992, and there'll be some really cool like vaporwave style music on those. Yes, Adam Gray says his knees are still okay, but his hands and his back are fucked from tattooing. Damn. Yeah. Enzo, remember the 1-800-COLLECT commercial? Bob, we had a baby. It's a boy. Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Just say your name, please. My name is Bob. We had a baby. Is Dad? We had a baby. It's yeah. Bob, we had a baby. It's a boy. And they're like, oh yeah, we'll refuse the charges. No, we won't accept the charges. It's a boy. They had a baby. It's good.
Today.
Do you know what's best about getting dressed? 2, 3, put your arm in your shirt. It won't even
Wait,
hurt.
is this Penny Marshall? Famous filmmaker? I think that is Penny Marshall. Hang on, let's double check. Holy shit, yes, it is. That is Rosie O'Donnell and Penny Marshall, the director of A League of Their Own. Wow.
Dress goes over your head. We hope you heard what she said. And that's what's best about getting dressed. You put your jacket on right
And zip it up tight.
Put your legs in your pants. You'll be doing that dance.
Come to Kmart for the whole line of Sesame Street clothes at Kmart's everyday low prices.
And that's what's best about getting dressed.
This is brought to you by the letter K for Kmart.
I like how they made the kids, wear like normal clothes and that, that was good. Yeah, that's her. Hell yeah. Okay. I still got it. It is Frank Marshall's wife, right? Yeah.
If your child's cold doesn't slow him down, his cold medicine sure could.
Well, yeah, that's the best. That's why you take cold medicine. Because when you get sick, one of the best things you could do is sleep. You sleep it off. But if you're sick, it's hard to sleep. So what do? You fucking knock yourself out with NyQuil. And Dayquil, I don't think it works as well. I don't think, and Dayquil, guess what? Dayquil still makes you drowsy. Just take the fucking NyQuil. Or better yet, just take the Z-Quil. Z-Quil is like, it's just the sleep medication. It's non-addicting and you don't lose tolerance to it. I always have like a thing of NyQuil and Z-Quil on standby in case you do start feeling icky. God damn it.
We created non-drowsy Triamenic AM, dye-free cough and cold relief that won't...
Sorry, Triamenic AM just doesn't have the right ring as something like NyQuil or Sudafed or whatever the fuck, Robitussin. Triamenic AM. That's a terrible name.
Slow kids down.
Dayquil knocks out the pronoun creatures. There you go. Heroin also works. I agree. Was it Grandpa's cough syrup? Just a big old shot of whiskey.
New Triamenic AM. Relief without drowsiness.
I always think of the Dennis Leary stand-up special from I'm an Asshole or whatever. No Cure for Cancer. He says he's like talking about robo tripping, basically. The only drugs I do nowadays are NyQuil and Sudafed. And he says, like, you notice like these new cough syrups, they're trying to make all these fucking flavors. Like, we know there's an inner child in you. And that's why NyQuil has new orange, grape, and cherry flavor. Not NyQuil. They still have the original green death flavor. It's so fucking awful. Yeah, heroin gives you really hard poops, though. Yeah, exactly. You'll be pooping like a fucking stone, like a literal brick, and you'll poop like once a week or whatever, right? That was like Train Spotting. I'm no longer constipated. The worst toilet in Scotland. What else is going on? Anything else? No. Oh. It's funny because my Facebook page, when I'm on Facebook, it's nothing but like hot chicks I know, just being fucking posting thirst traps and like movie memes. So it's good. You guys got to learn to tailor your social media experience.
Hay fever is rampant. Better stay in.
Penn Jillette doing Comedy Central commercials. All right, Dr. Katz.
Hay fever is rampant. Better stay inside with Dr. Katz.
The one thing that nuns hated being called more than anything else, Doc, my man. I used to constantly refer to them as Sister My Man, Michael Vincent, my man, Sister My Man.
Big man, pulled by obligation, pushed by expectation, escapes into the shadows of the unknown, drawn by the light, the mysterious red light.
This is the other thing that you do in the 90s is this like guessing game. This was what makes people watch commercials all the way to the end. You want to know what the hell they're advertising. And that was something they would do in the 50s, and now they're doing it nowadays where it's like they tell you right away, this is a commercial for Bud Light. And then, then they can commence with the Bud Light commercial, whatever the hell they're advertising. Here, there was just like because of channel changing, channel surfing, every commercial had to have production value and a story and some kind of like hook factor. Because it wasn't just like, oh, you had to watch the commercial. It's also like the 10th or 12th time you see the commercial, you're still not going to want to skip it. The commercial has to be good.
Big man stands alone.
Hey, big man, let's get up.
Is it a condom commercial again?
Big man realizes alone is overrated.
Mysteriously smooth, red light, big man's beer.
Oh. You didn't say anything about dancing.
The criminal in question. His accomplice in crime. A woman in danger. A partner in training. A hero in black.
I love how they're recycling the original Batman score from Danny Elfman, which was not featured in this movie. Instead, this movie had Offspring and Flaming Lips and Seal and U2 in the soundtrack. Yeah, medicine shouldn't taste good. Kids OD on it all the time. Exactly. Yeah, it should taste like disgusting, bitter nastiness. Is that Optimus Prime? No, it isn't.
The adventure begins.
The adventure begins again.
Val Kilmer, Tommy Lee Jones, Jim Carrey, Nicole Kidman, Chris O'Donnell. Batman Forever. Rated PG-13.
I really miss the movie voice guy for all the movie commercials. Now they don't do it because I guess foreign markets, they don't want to have to re-record him in different languages. But yeah, you got to have a guy like telling you, next summer, the Batman is fighting the Riddler, played by Jim Carrey. You got to have a guy just announcing everything. I don't know why. It went out of style. The other thing, you guys, when you see Generation X tomorrow, you're going to understand, like, we are not kidding. That movie really was inspired by Batman Forever. I don't know why. Like, Batman Forever, The Mask, whatever else Jim Carrey was in. That movie borrowed so heavily from Batman Forever in terms of the look and the feel and the writing. Ugh. Peter Cullen, bro. Oh, yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying. Optimus Prime is the announcer. Yes. Okay. That makes sense. I see what you're saying. Yeah, that is him, isn't it? Wow. Akiva Goldsman. Ah, I didn't know he was, he wrote this. Okay. Good for him. And again, Bob Kane, no credit for Bill Finger. That wasn't until the shitty, was it Batman v Superman or Justice League or something? Ew. Music by Elliot Goldenthal. I didn't realize he took up the mantle from Tim Burton's Danny Elfman. Oh, weird.
Now playing at a theater near you.
Yeah. Oh, Massey Star was on the soundtrack and Brandy. Forgot about that. Hell yeah. PJ Harvey.
One of the ways Ryder makes your move easier is by having a 24-hour number so you can call us with any questions that come up along the way.
Does Route 60 run through Phoenix?
Ryder, we're there when you need us.
Your son is a 3-letter man. Have a Haagen-Dazs.
Your son's a 3-letter man. Oh, look who made it. Look who's here.
Mm-hmm.
Blue collar.
Sure.
What's up? Is this what your chicken wing poop looked like this morning?
I mean, a lot more than that, but yeah.
So describe the peanut butter jelly wings. What do
It's
they
weird.
taste like?
They
What
said
flavor jelly?
They said peanut butter and jelly, and so I've bitten to 10 of them. I just tasted pure peanut butter. It's weird. Like they say, maybe just so much peanut butter over flavors.
Peanut butter does overpower things. That's why you got to eat it with pickles, and then you can taste both the pickles. Dude, I'm serious. I was saying this. Try a peanut butter pickle sandwich. Next time you're trying to eat something interesting, get some slices of dill pickles and put some slathered peanut butter on white bread. You will be shocked at how good it is. You'll be like, I can't believe this is good. What is on your coffee cup there? Where is your cup there?
It's called Stewart's.
Oh, I thought your cup was like a novelty, like ramen cup.
Well, they said these guys, they make maple French toast coffee. So I was like, screw it.
Is it sugar-free maple toast or whatever?
Yeah, I mean, it's
why
just
do you do that?
Because it's maple French toast.
Do you have like diabetes or something that you always avoid blood sugar stuff?
No, I told my kid. I've been trying. It's funny because I'll eat sugar-free stuff for a week, but then I fucking have like 35 wings.
Right. You might as well just eat the real sugar because the sugar-free stuff is bad for you, bro. You might as well just eat real sugar and just ration it, you know? Also, there is sugar in liquor. I hate to tell you this, but there's so
that's why I kept drinking Diet Coke to fucking balance out the shots of Jack Honey.
So yeah, describe your night last night. You and your sister hung out again.
Yeah, well, so it's because first she wanted to go to 3 different spots, and two of my friends bailed because they had work, and my other sister was busy. So you have 4 people trying to eat fucking 70 wings, man. It's 80 wings. I forgot.
And were they free?
Oh yeah, that's the cool part. And that's like the Hawaiian Jericho drink I sent you. If you drink one, you got to pay for it. If you drink 2, they're both free for your birthday. So some kind of rum, pineapple, coconut mixed drink, but it was mostly rum. But it tastes like coconut.
So yeah, buy 1 or drink 2 for free. I mean,
exactly.
Geez, what a hard choice that is.
Exactly.
I mean, should I get buzzed or drunk should I get buzzed for a cost or should I get drunk for free?
Yeah. You know what's weird too is eating edibles. I mean, you know that, but usually eating edibles increases your appetite, and I started getting full pretty quick. And I'm like, man, usually edibles make me like ravenous. I'm just like, I don't want to eat nothing.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's another cool thing about because I started losing weight by stopped drinking. Because what happens is when you drink, especially at night, I get the fucking munchies, man. And smoking weed, like that obviously gives you the munchies, but like I can stop. I can eat like when I get the weed munchies, I was like, okay, I'll eat a couple potato chips, maybe a little spoonful of ice cream. But when I'm like drunk, it's like I want a 4th and 5th meal.
Yeah, you're right about that because like a couple times
you eat a whole pizza.
Well, for House of the Dragon, I kind of did, but I because we did like a hopped in for X-Men, then we hopped on Gooch's, but then Nadia for like a half hour, and like by that point, I drank half the fucking bottle of Evan Williams after Lance's Spartacus, and I ate an entire fucking extra large pizza, and I'm like, why did I just do that for?
Yeah, why am I killing myself? Why do I want to die so much? Yeah, let's see
myself that half hour work I did would even it out.
Let's see.
I tell people I work out all the fucking time. The problem is, I guess I'm eating extra large pizzas.
Let's see here. Yeah, I just want to picture that sound of like blue collar throwing his recycling at, and how fucking insane like that. All the liquor bottles, like every week. It's like a fucking trash can full of booze bottles every week.
So I'm watching my kid. I just heard about it. You probably know about it. What's this Cuckoo movie? Because man, this is the year of horror films. They're just pumping them out like fucking crazy.
Cuckoo, yeah, Cuckoo looks creepy.
It comes out in 2 days. I'm like, fuck it, I'll watch it.
Jethro Bot's here. You go, Ryder. I'm tired. Hell yeah. And what else? As an alcoholic, says Adam Gray, I don't like sugary food either. Yeah, so yeah, he saves his liquor bottles. No, yeah, Cuckoo looks cool. It looks creepy, but it's probably gonna be another. Like the trailer looks good and it's probably got some spooky moments, but who knows? It might be a weird, dumb movie. You never know. But yeah, I mean, this is a good year for horror for sure. Speaking of horror, this is always freaked me out growing up. We're talking about like old 90s commercials.
Introducing new Fruitomic Punch Gushers with a taste that's gonna drive you fruity.
Jesus
Christ.
Now, I like Gushers, but I've never thought they were so delicious that my head is turning into a grape or whatever. Also, why do they make the black kid eat grape? Yeah, excited about Cuckoo. Yeah, it looks good. This has been a good year for horror. I'm excited for Terrifier 3. Obviously, Nosferatu is like on everyone's must-see list this year.
Definitely.
Our recycling doesn't make much noise, says Adam Gray, because we can only afford plastic bottle liquor. That's
bad.
Yeah.
It's even that's glass. So
the new thing is I'm hearing like beer cans are bad for you because like the aluminum leaches into the beer and gives you the dementia and the Alzheimer's as you get older. Nerdy Film Girls here. What up, NFG?
Hey, Nerdy.
Hello, gentlemen. Oh, well, where are the gentlemen? There are gentlemen here? That's not me. You next time you come in here, Nerdy Girl, just be like, what up, you sleazy fuckers? That's what I want to hear you say. I'm just kidding. I'll be a gentleman around.
You
Nerdy
probably eat
Film
weird
Girl.
shit. I've seen this like some Facebook post about like the most expensive meat. It's like Wagyu cow tongue, and this guy was chopping apart the cow tongue. I'm like, what the fuck? And
Lengua. Yeah, I mean, I do love some lengua tacos. I've never heard of Wagyu lengua.
Yeah.
That sounds like it's like because you have these Wagyu cows, and I know Wagyu beef is super expensive because it's all marbled and fatty and delicious, and they get the cows like drunk and massage them and all this stupid shit. But you only have one cow. So you try to make as much money from that cow as possible. You probably try selling the hide, probably try selling like the head and the brain and the cheeks, and probably try to sell the tongue. And in case you guys, if you haven't never had lengua, cow tongue tacos or a cow tongue sandwich, torta sandwich, it's a little chewy, but it is good. It tastes pretty good. It's pretty good. I recommend it.
Yeah, I mean, I was watching that video. I'm like, I forgot the exact pricing, but they're showing how much. Yeah, that's like the most expensive beef is like Wagyu / the cow tongue slabs. I'm like, holy shit.
Let's look this up here. Most expensive cow tongue.
This guy was just slicing a certain way, and I guess he said you don't have to cook it or heat it. Like they would shave off parts of it, then put some sauce on it and some like some seasoning, and just feed it to people.
Especially Wagyu beef tongue.
Stop. I hate shorts.
That's probably the one I watched.
Is considered one of the most expensive exotic foods in the world. It's pricey because Wagyu beef is known for its exceptional quality, often compared to gold. Before cooking, you have to remove the black skin from the tongue, which affects its taste. Once peeled, you'll find tender pink meat inside. Wagyu tongue is highly valued because cows use their tongues a lot, making the meat extra tender and juicy.
Ah, yeah, that's true.
You don't even need to fry it. The original flavor is enough to satisfy. When served with soy sauce and chopped green onions, it becomes a luxurious delicacy worth trying, offering a unique and exquisite dining experience. Would you like to give it a try?
Dude, I'm telling you, like the Mexican style lengua, it's delicious. It's good. Sesos is the weirdest thing. That's goat brains.
Yeah.
Goat brain taco. Gross says JJJR. Do you like head cheese? Not really. I've had it. Head cheese. You know what head cheese is, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Delicious.
Lucky people don't know what head cheese is.
Yeah, that's a good point.
When the stress hormone isn't released, it actually makes the meat taste better. Yeah, that's why factory farmed animals taste worse because of their conditions. Yeah, and that's why I don't believe that the Asian people, like, they purposely like torture the animals because they think it makes the meat taste better because the adrenaline pumps. It's like adrenochrome style Epstein Island Pizzagate stuff. But yeah, they like cook and skin the animals alive. It's like, gets fucked up. Like, like, come on, dude.
Yeah. Well, dude, it's something about eating food. Like I seen yesterday this fucking video. Somebody like took a goat and they broke its back legs. You can tell it couldn't move. You've seen the size of Komodo dragons. Those fuckers are huge. And like he walks to the goat, and in 2 gulps, the whole fucking goat's just like gone. But you hear the goat screaming, and people like saying it's one thing. We get it, the food chain and stuff, but somebody purposely, the goat couldn't get away. They broke the fucker's back legs, so it's kind of scary. And just seen it gulp it in 2 bites, the whole fucking goat. And I'm like,
they swallow it whole. But I mean, it could be the thing where this like dragon specifically doesn't like to eat dead animals. It's it takes a while to like if you have a pet snake, like you gotta. That's what you do. You take like a rat or whatever you're feeding it, and you like slam it on the ground and stun it because you don't want the rat. You don't want the animal to fight back because it could injure your snake. The same thing with a goat. Like if they could fucking run away or fight off. If it's like a pet Komodo dragon, the dragon has to eat. Like, yeah, you got to kind of
those fucking Komodo
ensure its
dragons,
victory. It's pretty brutal.
People don't understand how fucking big those things are too, man. On top of their poison from their fucking saliva, like paralyzes you and shit.
NFG Temple Grandin fixed that, and the farmers rejected her. Oh wow! And I think that all of our livestock should be treated with respect. Agreed. That gun's no good. Use a hammer. Jesus Christ. Hogshead cheese is so good. Okay, I like how you were grossed out by cow tongue. Oh wait, yeah. I knew a guy with a monitor lizard. He fed it live chickens. Brutal as fuck. Yeah, but I mean that's probably pretty cheap compared to most things. And yeah, at least give them a decent life before you eat them. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, let's see this more monstrosity here.
She's pink.
And totally appealing. It's new Fruitomic Punch Gushers, the fruit snack bursting the juicy fruit punch in the middle. So
Fruitomic Punch. That's amazing.
Fruity, they'll really turn your head.
Whoa, I'll say.
New Fruitomic Punch Gushers. The blast of fruit punch is gonna drive you totally fruity.
Man, I got a split.
He's a banana, get it? Yeah, Adam Gray says he watched a 10-foot python eat a live chicken. It was wild. Well, here one time I saw a chicken eat like a 10-inch snake. So
what?
Yeah, they eat snakes. I saw a chicken eat a mouse. And yeah, like I was saying earlier, chickens love scorpions. I love rewatching 90s commercials. They were wild. Yeah, that's kind of how we got on this tangent, talking about how wild commercials were. There was zero fruit in those things. Yes, exactly. It's all artificial flavoring, but damn, they're good. Yeah.
That's what happens.
So what else is going on? We're going to be on Lance's channel in about an hour and 40 minutes.
Yeah, if Bagsy had to do his House of the Dragon finale without me, I'm like, oh boy. I'll watch 3.
I made the thumbnail for Lance without him asking for it, and it was a movie I picked. If you guys, if I could show you guys this thumbnail, maybe you guys might be excited, or maybe you'll just be confused. I don't know, but I watched this weird ass movie, and I'm excited to talk about it tonight or this afternoon.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Yeah, here it is. Let's pull up this thumbnail. This is the thumbnail. You have any idea what this is?
Why does it look familiar? I've seen a commercial.
Okay.
I swear.
Yeah, you might have. We'll talk about it a little bit in more detail. But yeah, let me see if I can play the trailer here. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. This was a fucking wild ass movie, bro. Let's see. Oh, and the music is by Arab Music, who is an artist, and this music is nuts.
The old world is no more. No more truths. I was born to kill. It is all I know. I am the world's greatest assassin.
Yeah, Aggro Drift was one of the fucking weirdest movies ever, and yeah, the music is annoying. It gets crazy.
The whole movie's like seeing through a
whole movie's like fucking Predator vision.
Infrared. Holy shit! I mean, the concept. Kudos to them. I mean,
it was very visually interesting for sure.
Yeah.
And I definitely recommend watching it high as balls. Like if you watched it high as fuck, you'll like it. Yeah, do you guys think Beetlejuice would do well at the box office? The Wednesday series is the most watched show on Netflix, and I haven't seen it, but this movie has that going for it. Yeah, I think it's going to do well just for nostalgia purposes. If it does really well, we'll determine if the movie's good. If it's good, it'll have legs, kind of like Deadpool Wolverine. People coming out of the movie saying it's good, more people want to go see it. If the first batch of people go see it and it sucks,
Yeah.
And it's just gonna go. It's gonna go downhill real fast. It'll probably have a really good opening weekend. But like if it's still making money the next weekend, that totally determines on if it actually is funny, if it actually is entertaining. And I'm excited about like the practical effects and stuff. I'm excited about, Tim Burton kind of just, I don't know, kind of embracing what he is. I heard Harmony Korine was showing that film only at like a strip clubs and such match the vibe. Yeah, I mean, that would match the vibe. And, his more recent movies, Spring Breakers and what was the other one he did with Matthew McConaughey? They're weird, man. He's very experimental filmmaker. I'm appreciating that.
Yeah.
I didn't like him. I didn't like Wednesday. I figured out the hide in episode 2, and it wasn't Wednesday. What? Okay, reimagining. Okay, I don't know what he's trying to say here. Vex is here. What up, Vex? Boosh, saying hello to everybody. How's it going, Vex? How you doing? Are you sick still? We missed you on last night's Iron Giant stream, and I couldn't believe Amateur Analyst was also sick with the Canadian AIDS. That's like his favorite movie, and the fact that he wasn't there, I want my money back. Like for the Cannoli stream. So, yeah, I don't know. I hope both of you guys are doing better. So yeah, there's that. What else? What did you watch this week? I mean, I don't want to get into Nielsen ratings here, but you might have time to watch Aggro Drift before it lands.
Like you and everybody, I was happy to see fucking the Joe Rogan live because again, love him or hate him, the fact that he said what he said, man. I like when comedians just go all out. He made fun of Trump and Biden, made fun of COVID.
I think Joe Rogan, and this is not just his most recent special. I think he's not really a good comedian. He just kind of he's like Bill Hicks, where he just kind of like fucking does like almost like a pep talk kind of seminar like speech. He's just kind of like philosophizing with like, I don't know, occasional like funny moments here and there.
I love the part with Alex Jones. Alex Jones, he's right about a lot of stuff. He's wrong about that one thing. But Alex Jones got this right. He's wrong about that one thing.
No, he's not. It's just like not enough time has gone by to prove that he was right about it. Unfortunately, Vex is still sick. She got sent home from work early. Well, hey, you should pop on Nielsen ratings then. No, I'm just kidding. If you want to, I'm sure Lance will send you the link. Did you guys ever see Bodies, Bodies, Bodies? Yes. I know it's incredibly divisive, but I laughed so much at how much they shit on Gen Z. Yeah, I liked it. I liked it a lot. Oh. And what's her name? From Acolyte. She got it going on, girl. Sure. I watched it last night. Yeah. There was another good one I watched. There's a few good ones. I was talking about, someone was making fun of the muscle mommy from Love Lies Bleeding. And I was like, yeah, I think that that chick, that movie was really good. That movie was really good. And I liked how it was the first time I was ever attracted to a muscle mommy. I like the Joe Rogan special, but his energy was so much more intense than his podcast. Yeah, it's because he probably did a fat rail of fucking booger sugar before he went on stage. Gator tails is what we call those.
Too, the podcast is supposed to be like, well, it's like you and me. If you sit back and like want to, have like a cigar or some wine or some vodka and sit back and chill, but versus being live on stage with 20,000 people, you can't have that chill, laid back attitude as like a podcast with one-on-one.
Yeah, when you're doing like the Howard Stern thing, the podcast, you want your guests to open up. You want your guests to like start talking about shit they normally wouldn't say, or you want them to feel comfortable to say stuff. And the way you do that is you smoke a big fat spliff with them, and you have like kind of chill atmosphere. You can't be like yelling and screaming at somebody, you know. Love Lies Bleeding made me have a girl crush on Kristen Stewart, and I never really cared for her in the past. It also made me realize she's a not bad actress. That was the other thing about that movie. Joe has been loud and animated in his stand-ups. Yeah, I would say he's like, it's one of those things where it's also having all these people looking at you, center of attention kind of vibe, kind of makes you act differently sometimes.
Yeah. Plus, I was
in front of 100 people, I would act the exact same as I am now. I'm sorry.
Plus, we like people being self-aware. Like he made even the comment about the whole end, because of course we can't say on your channel, but anybody's like, what can you say anymore? But you can say fag, but you can't say the N word. And Joe was like, yeah, I said it a couple of times. And some asshole puts it like on a 10-minute loop of Joe Rogan repeating the N word. Now how racist he is. And it's like, he's not, guys, calm down. But at least he was self-aware to make fun of that. But I get annoyed with that because people get like, it's funny how you can YouTube, Netflix, Enzo, anything we do, you can say certain things. Remember the Carlin, the whole 7 words you can't fucking say on camera or television, but now it's
Right.
shifted.
Oh yeah,
because all those words Carlin said you can say now, but then we have 7 words that you could say in the 80s you can't say.
dude.
Anymore.
All the libtards that's super offended by everything, they love those 7 words. They cuss all the time. They curse like sailors, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, God forbid you call someone a Jap or a slope or a zipperhead.
That's
I'm just
Rogan
gonna
was
start
saying.
listing slurs.
Yeah, really. That's what Joe was saying back in the 80s. From whether it was Carlin, Kinnison, Richard Pryor, like the dreaded N word. I'd heard that on fucking cable TV. Now though, you try saying
I
that,
say the N word all the time.
Mm.
I know Vex does.
But
you guys, if you ever see my computer like misbehaving or not doing what I want it to, you're gonna hear a slew of N words coming out of my mouth. That's like my favorite thing to call my computer when it's not doing what I want it to. Or technology. Yeah. God, I hate technology sometimes. You piece of shit.
That's where you can pull up the whole Melanie Mac on Twitter. She's constantly dropping the maggot. I just said.
So here's the thing: the faggot thing on Melanie Mac. It's getting to the point where it is funny now. It was kind of cringe for a while and it was annoying, but now she's doing it so much. It's like it's coming. It's coming. So it's super. It's getting. There is comedy. There is like a comedic aspect about it now. Like she's like, if you're a man and you're voting for Kamala Harris. And there's like this pause because it's coming. You're a faggot. It's just like, okay, all right, okay. It's starting to get funny. It's starting to actually rub me the right way now. God.
Adam, I mean, for most part, Joe. I mean, I feel like he's at least nobody. We all have at some point some kind of bias, but like Joe will have on left and right people. He'll have him fucking. Joe has any on from Elon.
That's the one thing.
He'll have Trump on. He'll have Biden on. Joe doesn't give a fuck. Joe will have anybody on, and I gotta respect that. He doesn't give a shit what political side you come from. He'll have no deGrasse Tyson. Anybody can come on Joe's podcast, and I do respect.
Well, here's the thing: when you're on the side of the truth, you're open to discussions because there's this idea that you might have a conversation with someone and a back and forth, and you both might learn something. But with the radical leftists, they know their platform's built on lies. They know that they're fucking a lot of their shit they're saying does not hold up to any scrutiny, which is why a certain point in the year 2016-17, they decided no more discussions with these people. Do not platform them is what they call it. They call it don't platform them, because not only can they convince you of what they're saying might be true, but more importantly, they will convince maybe your audience. If I go on some radical leftist podcast and, I don't convince any of them anything, but like if they have an audience and I convince 2 or 3 of them, like to get them to scratch their head and ask some questions, like, that they don't want that. This is why they treat them like they other everybody. That is against their political ideology. And this is why no conversations are allowed on that side of the aisle. You have like, for instance, Ethan Van Sciver is always like his Comicsgate detractors, people that don't like Comicsgate or call them all Nazis. He's all about like, come on my show, let's have a debate. And 9 times out of 10, more like 19 times out of 20, they're like, no, they don't respond because it's like, A, I don't want to look like an idiot. And B, it's just too much risk versus reward here. Whereas if all you want to do is just have a fun, entertaining conversation with someone, because even if like we have a conversation with like a mortal enemy and we just have a big fucking shouting match, like that's still kind of fun. That's still already, there's still like some kind of joy in that, I mean, it's good to vent on people and rip on someone,
Yeah, I think it depends what you're going for. Yeah, I've hit that point where sometimes on Twitter, I have Twitter wars, but
it doesn't work on Twitter. It doesn't work in text. I'm talking like a conversation.
Well, I think for me, it's more comical reading text versus like shouting matches. After a while, I'm like, but yeah, it depends how much friggin' coffee or like how much Coke I want to do if I get to a big fucking shouting match.
I think it's easier to get into the insults and the ad hominems when you're in text mode because, there's no repercussions. When you're actually talking to someone, like if someone calls me a fat fucking Nazi asshole, piece of shit, racist, all I could do is just smile and be like, I can't believe you called me that. Like, what did I do to deserve that?
I love it. Every time I hop on fucking Twitter, someone's like, hey, I think you're a loser. I'm like,
it's in the name. It's in the name.
I think you're a fucking loser.
Yeah, show me an actual leftist or Democrat having a debate, and I'll have seen them do is slander and attempt to discredit. Yeah, exactly. That was so funny. Is Kamala Harris saying about Trump, if he got something to say, Say it to my face. And then Trump's like, all right, debate September 4th, Fox News. She's like, I ain't coming to that because Fox News is evil or whatever the fuck. And then chicken Mala Harris was fucking trending.
Yeah. That's what's happened when fuck Shapiro sat down with fucking Bill Maher. It's like, love or hate these guys, but like those are the polar opposites of the spectrum, man. Even Maher's just like, hey guys, I'm a leftist. And Bill Maher said 100 times the past 6 months, like, I'm leftist. I haven't changed. You fuckers have changed.
I don't like Ben Shapiro very much. I agree with some of his political takes, but I would not want to debate that guy about anything. He would fucking mop the floor with you probably. He's a really good debater. It's like, okay, never mind. I don't know.
That's what their interview was just those two guys sitting down, having a cigar, having a drink, and just Ben and Bill, and they had a great like hour and a half conversation. Wasn't a single time they yelled, insulted, started name calling, starting to death threats. Like it was just two guys.
Like I said, it's a lot harder for things to escalate like that in actual one-on-one conversation with someone. Like when you see their face and hear their voice, you have to be a real piece of shit to to start getting to that level, because it's easy in text mode. It's easy to be like, go kill yourself, asshole.
Enzo,
like,
you fat fuck, I want you to fucking die. Like, what do you look like, Chris? Go fuck yourself, Enzo, you fat bastard.
Yeah, it's easy to do that shit in text mode.
How much you weigh? Enzo, I'm as jacked as a rock. You can't see my muscles.
Oh, right, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You got to tell you, wop.
Yeah, I mean, I understand some of these YouTuber adjacent people of ours, friends of ours, like they refuse to go on camera all the time. I assume it's because they're ugly, not attractive, because I mean, it's like when you hear radio, we hear the voices on the radio, you picture they're all like good looking. And then you see like meet the radio people, meet the host of the morning shows. And you're like, oh my God.
Well, it's even that joke like Robin. I thought because I was a kid, before I saw Robin Quivers, I thought Robin was a white chick.
Yeah.
Because I mean, again, call it what it is, but like in New York, you used to raise black people, talk a certain way, act a certain way, and all the poor neighborhoods I grew up at. So when I heard first from Robin Quivers, I thought Robin was just Howard's sidekick white chick. So I'm like, holy shit, because she doesn't sound based on where I've been growing up. Like
I can hear that blackness in her voice. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying I have a good ear for that sort of thing. Like this person sounds black.
Well, everyone does, but the person who's Boston, you expect they have a certain accent, but then if they leave,
it's not an accent. It's not an accent. It's really like literally like there's something about the tone of the voice. I don't know. There's something like 9 times, especially with men. I can always tell when a man is black based on his voice. I don't know why. I can't.
It became that cliche of like even in prison, like some guys would talk white and all the black guys. And a friend of mine got to a big fucking half-hour debate with this one kid who was 18. He goes, man, why are you talking white for? He goes, no, I'm not talking white. I'm talking proper. But
yeah, see, I understand like not going on camera because like you feel like you might scare some people off. But it's also like, oh, not only that, but nobody can know my name. People can't know my age. People can't know where I live, what state I'm in, just everything's. You're not a fucking secret agent, bro. You're a goddamn YouTube movie critic or whatever the fuck, like Yellow Flash. Like, who gives a shit? Who gives a shit what you're fucking,
I left on Twitter. Someone's like, if I met you in real life, I'd slap you. Put down. I was like, so what's stopping you?
I have enemies, man. They're after me. It's like, how fucking awesome that'd be if I had someone try to kill me because of my YouTube channel. Like, I would get all kinds of attention and fucking book deals. I'd get interviewed on fucking Oprah or whatever, like I'd be invited to places. I'd be like, I was basically just trying to make fun of movies. And this crazy blue-haired broke into my house with an axe and I had to shoot him because I'm in Texas and I have guns in every room. That's the other thing is like, I guess I'm not afraid of like, you doxing me, if I had some kind of crazy, like serial orbiter who wanted to kill me or stalk me, I'd be like, bring it on. I'll fucking send you my address. Come get some, I'm one of those guys. But yeah, if you're one of those dudes, swatting people is a problem. You like Bush is saying, like sometimes, they get your address and they'll call you, they'll call the cops and be like, he's got a gun. He's got to kill himself and his wife. Go there now. And then the cops like kick your door in with guns drawn. And then if you flinch or whatever, they shoot you, or they definitely shoot your dog. They love shooting dogs for some reason. I don't know what the hell their deal is. Fucking cop.
Yeah, that's what left. But people get so pissed off because I'm like, hey, look, I don't like PewDiePie. I don't like Mr. Fucking Beast, son.
Blue collar has time after all, says Lord Toxic. Well,
I hung over as fuck.
I did wanted to do this last night with Blue Collar for his birthday, but he was too drunk And so he still had the link from this
my
sad time.
sister
I didn't
brought me
go
to
live then. That was the other thing.
My sister brought me to the car, and then she's like, "Hey, Chris, did you make it home?" I was like, "I made it home. Like, where are you?" I'm like, "I'm on the floor." Like, how'd you make it home? I don't remember. I got here.
Here, I'll send Lord Toxic the link since he's all sad. He's sad there's no Losers Lounge. There's a Losers Lounge shaped hole in his ass.
Well, we did watch Tucker and Dale was fun, especially having Gooch on there.
Yeah, and who else? World War Joe. That's one of those movies that I was glad we watched that. I haven't seen that in a while.
Well, I like more as people break down this whole fuck Mr. Beast thing, and people keep saying that when people break it down, like, well, why didn't, if you know something, why don't you come at this person? Yeah, the dude's got 400 million fucking followers and makes $1 billion a year off YouTube. The lawyers he's got in his fucking pocket. Even if you do know something, good luck with that, man. Like, they are, Enzo, these YouTubers becoming like a quasi version of like whatever Johnny Depp and Amber Heard or something, or fucking, you know, Nick Cage. Like, some of these YouTubers guys just much power as like actual actors.
No, they definitely do. And that was why PewDiePie was a big problem, because that was when they first realized, like, okay, like, yeah, he's got the most subscribers on YouTube. But it's like, dude, he had like how many subscribers? Like, 10 or some bullshit.
I mean, before Mr. Beast, he was hitting like, he was like the YouTube fucking algorithm. He was the YouTube, you know, pretty boy. Now,
but
Mr.
then they
Beast
realized, like, okay, well, he's just a guy. He has kids watching him play video games. Who cares? But then they realized, like, all this guy can say while he's playing stupid video games is like, hey, did you guys hear about that thing that happened? Yeah, that's fucked up. You guys shouldn't listen to the news or whatever. Like, he could just say it like that, and the kids just get that in their head and they listen. And that's when the news started really getting threatened by YouTube, really getting threatened by that. You know, that's the thing about YouTube. It's like YouTube. They took the U out of YouTube. Now it's like their tube. You know, it's becoming basically cable. It's very strange. After stream, I watched it again. Was still funny the second watch. Are you talking about Tucker and Dale? You're not talking about the X-Men stream, I hope. I hope you didn't watch the X-Men 10-hour stream twice. That'd be fucking crazy.
Well, you said before, Enzo, you know it is. It's all about fucking business and revenue. It's like if Enzo says, like, you know, the N-word 20 times, who cares, you know? But if Mr. B says it and he's got 200 million fucking, some of his views are getting, his videos get 1 billion fucking views, man.
Well, that's kind of why Mr. Beast is like the anti-PewDiePie, because PewDiePie was literally he's self-grown. He grew his own channel, just playing video games, got popular naturally. And because of that, when he started spouting political opinions that don't align with the corporations, he became a threat to them. So what did? I think they installed Mr. Beast, because Mr. Beast was like, they obviously sat that fucker down and was like, don't ever say anything like this. And you will toe the line. When you have a trans person who's probably a child molester, you will support them. What up, Toxic? Sorry, sorry, you're heartbroken today, buddy.
Nah, it's a sad day. It's the first Tuesday in 50 weeks that we haven't done a
that's
Losers
pretty
Lounge.
insane. But but taking a hiatus on 50 was a good round number, right?
I think I would suspect that that's probably Chris planned that in that way.
No, but it was good timing though.
Yeah, it did. It was literally just happened, and it also happened at the end of July.
Yeah,
the end of a month.
Weren't we we were, and to be fair, we were kind of waffling on what we were going to do for August.
Didn't know what the hell to do for August. And that's kind of what I was suggesting, was like more random movies.
Well, we used to do that. We kind of started doing, I think we started doing like Halloween-y type stuff or whatever, but then we kind of started doing this monthly thing, and that might even been my fault. Because I think I was like, let's do cuffing season and Januarantino and shit like that. And then,
well, it was good to have like several weeks planned out. But yeah, this idea of like, and that's what I'm gonna start doing with the Wii watches, especially with Northern English Bastard. He's not allowed to know what we're watching ahead of time anymore, because like because he watches it before by himself before we go see it.
Oh, and I'm like, what's wrong with that? Well, what's wrong with that?
No, because I think the Wii watches are way better when we're going in blind, when we know, or at least if it's been several years since we've seen the movie, if we have seen it.
Yeah.
This idea like, oh yeah, we're going to get a Wii watch with Enzo, and I watched the movie last week in preparation. It's like, don't do that, because then your reaction is not really a reaction, you know? Like you're just kind of...
This whole stuff gets weird advertisers. It's like, yeah, PewDiePie, because when it happened where it's like, oh yeah, PewDiePie's playing video games, so he calls one kid Sprouts off. He says nagger, you know, he says that word. Okay. Then like what Disney dropped him, a couple of sponsors dropped him. Okay. 2 or 3 sponsors dropped him, but like his channel ain't going anywhere. He's still getting 1 million fucking views, but people get this weird thing like Dr. Disrespect. Well, certain advertisers dropped him. Yeah, but his channel was still up. It's like these people are weird. These guys can do or say whatever they want. Some advertisers may drop them, but they're still their fan base ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, Mr. Beast doesn't have to do anything. He's YouTube Jesus, basically. Yeah, I mean, his whole shtick is
I don't even know. I don't even know who Mr. Beast is. I literally don't even know.
Yeah, he's the world's most popular YouTube, and all of his YouTube channels are basically like charities and giving away money and stuff. It's very strange.
Oh, is he the black guy that goes to?
No.
Oh, okay.
He's like a white guy with a beard and soy face. He looks like Will Wheaton, kind of.
I know there was a black guy that like goes to restaurants and like blesses these restaurants with these great reviews.
There's so many of them now, dude. What the current controversy was that the guy Cody, Camelot, and I just him Geeks and Gamers are all breaking down this whole video was released where it's like I'm a former Mr. Beast employee, and he's essentially breaking down all the bullshit and the says I call him, he's YouTube's biggest snake oil salesman. Hey guys, I'm giving away $10,000. He'll give away 10 grand while making $2 million. So you're not really giving away 10 grand, are you? Like all of his Beast lotteries were bullshit. Like they've actually broken down the numbers. Oh yeah, well for this lottery, I gave away $1 million. Yeah, you made 10 million, but you gave away $1 million. That's awesome.
You guys imagine having a fucking staff? Can you imagine being a YouTuber and you have a staff?
No.
I can't even wrap my head around that level of like. It's like instead of like yesterday, me and Dudicus are trying to figure out how to watch his Highlander anime thing, and we're like messaging Enzo like, Dad, what do? we don't know what we're doing. It's like, imagine if I just had a staff to just go, Dolores, can you boot up the Highlander anime for me, please?
Can you send them a second monitor, please, with an HDMI import so they can just watch whatever?
Like he kept doing this. Was it like last year? Like, if a Mr. Beast creates Squid Game, right? I'm getting a bunch of random contestants to have a fair shot at Squid Game.
That who?
Come to find out,
a lot of like, I'm going to give a free $1 million yacht to someone who can hold on to it the longest. Like whoever's touching it last will keep the yacht.
I've heard of that.
But then when it's time to win the prize, it's like, well, instead of giving you the yacht, I'll keep the yacht and just give you the value of the yacht and money.
Yeah,
it's like, okay.
But on top of two, but it was half his quote unquote contest he was having. Come to find out, half the contestants were guys already on his team that were getting paid. So you're not really giving a fucking like, hey guys, I had 200 contestants. No, you had 100 employees and actually 100 random contestants.
Well, I mean, I've been guilty of that a little bit, not quite to that level. Like we had that contest with all the John Wick movies, and then we gave them to Josh, and I was just like, you know what, Josh, I'm just gonna make you a moderator. And just like that's what we're gonna do because this shit's too difficult any other way to try to do stuff.
Yeah.
JJJR
that worked
says,
out. That
ask
worked good.
Hypnotic about Mr. Beast. Oh yeah, I know he's made a bunch of videos about him, which is
just
is this Mr. Beast guy more popular than like SSS Sniper?
No, he's the most popular YouTuber on YouTube. He has more subscribers than PewDiePie and that Indian channel that beat him.
Yeah.
I don't know who any of those are. I
like PewDiePie was the biggest YouTuber for like a while, but then it got fucked up because like I said, he started kind of spouting he was saying N-words here and there and saying based comments here and there, which was
being very right wing.
Yeah, dangerous to not even very. He was just being slightly right wing, which is bad for all the millions of kids that watch him, according to YouTube. Then it got fucked over because like when he got surpassed by this like I want to say like Indian or Sri Lankan YouTube channel, and it was like a corporate channel. And this is where YouTube started. Yeah, we realized like YouTube was officially like kind of dying because it was like no longer about content creators. It was about it wasn't about people. Yeah, it's literally like it's becoming cable basically.
Yeah.
And PewDiePie,
he was going that way for a while. I saw an old YouTube video the other day right before we did our fucking marathon X-Men stream, and it really just made me laugh with the amount of like it used to just be the Wild West, you know what I mean, like back in the day, and now it's this corporate fucking, it's like Facebook, it's like fucking it's almost like boomer shit.
Right,
like
exactly.
you
Bush
like
is right. He wasn't being right wing, he just wasn't goose stepping the leftist narrative. Exactly. That's kind of what all it takes you to do is to be a right winger and let me tell you about YouTube.
That's funny.
Adam. And I mean, YouTube is
Adam's a boomer. That's why it's even
funny. Adam's getting fucking YouTube is fucking his shit over, man. They're being gay as hell, and it's all these it's like it's the same thing ever. It's like Shout Factory or the Elvira people. It's like, oh, because we've showcased this public domain movie, like they somehow falsely think that they have rights to the the public domain movie. And it doesn't work that way. And they're getting false copyright claims, and they got a strike, so they can't stream on YouTube for 90 days.
Jesus.
Fucked up.
Yeah.
It's fucked up beyond all recognition. And it's one of those things where like you only have stupid Autobots replying to you.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's one of those things where you're saying, okay, well, technically, like, yeah, the copyright holder did deny your claim and your appeal. So yeah, technically that is a strike, but you would say, but this motherfucker doesn't actually have the copyright on it because it's not a copyrighted movie. You understand? It's public domain.
Tell him.
Just because
Chris,
you
did
made.
you see? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. You go ahead.
Did you see Star Wars theory guy? Fucking is just doing a react video to pitch meeting talking about Acolyte. I was like, wow, that's some low hanging fruit right there, bud.
So it's more of an asshole watching someone else's fucking video.
YouTube cannibalizing itself.
I thought, for whatever else, whether I agree with his content or not, I thought Star Wars theory was a little better than that. But when that popped up, I was like, why is this popping up in my feed?
It could be the fucking chat asking him to do it. That happens.
There's some weird, I don't know. I've talked to people about this where it's like, like whether I like Mueller or just like Mueller drink or anybody, for argument's sake, it's like, hey, Mueller doesn't like Fallout. Okay, say he gets fucking 500,000 fucking views. If I put down like, hey guys, this is Chris gonna watch Mueller do his review, and my entire video is me watching him. See, I get 40,000 fucking views. If I'm not doing anything but watching his shit, then the revenue I make, aren't I stealing from him because I'm not actually making? I'm not making the fucking video. Or if
if nothing else, copyright financially, whatever. I mean, it's just low hanging fucking content. Just you're reacting off of what someone else is fucking. They'd be like. If I made a response video about how much I liked Dead, which I don't need to because we already did Low Bar, but if I made a response video to Vex when she shit all over, Deadpool and Wolverine, that would just be lame and fuck. So, it's just, although I was tempted to just to piss her off, just to make her mad, and I was going to take it down. But I was like, nah, she might be more dangerous than I give her credit for.
I don't think she even gives a shit. Like you were saying, like, oh, I left a pretty bad comment on her page. You're going to hear shit.
She didn't clap back at me at all.
She doesn't care. She's like, okay. I mean, she's been getting a lot of flack for her fucking Deadpool Wolverine video opinions, which isn't fair. I mean, she got kind of shat on by that fucking idiot in the fedora. That motherfucker, what's his name? Pedro Pete or whatever. Latino Slant.
What?
Latino Slant. Yeah.
How did that turn into pedo?
I think it's because he looks like a pedo.
Okay.
But yeah, he was just kind of being real rude to her on these streams that he invited her on his channel and was just kind of just giving her the shit.
The Twitter thing? The Twitter thing she was doing or something else?
No, talk about Deadpool Wolverine. Brought her on a stream to talk about it. He's just being Paulie's his name. There you go. He's some 50-year-old Mexican dude with a perv mustache and a fedora. It's cringe. And he's just kind of constantly I don't know, negging Vex. I mean, it's the first time I've ever encountered this guy. But yeah, I don't know. He's just got these it's something I've noticed. I'm not gonna name names. I will name Paulie, but this motherfucker, these guys don't know a fucking thing about film or cinema. They don't know anything about filmmaking or actual storytelling. They just know basic surface level observations when they criticize or critique media. And that's fine. But please stop acting like you're some kind of fucking authority figure on this shit, You watched me talk about the Iron Giant yesterday. I know what the hell I'm talking about, okay? But these people, I see these people like fucking Fedora Paulie or whatever. Just, I don't know. It's all, like I said, it's all surface level observations, basic bitch kind of feelings about these movies and stuff. And
I don't really think anybody has the right to pull rank on anybody else and say, hey, you can't say this about this because blah.
The issue is when you're negging my friend for having wrong opinions when it's people were pointing out, there's someone else on the panel that has the same exact opinion, but because Vex is a girl, it's we're all going to constantly give her shit about it and not give this other guy who has the same opinions any problems. And then They were on, I think, Zax's channel, and then Polly was on there again, and he's still ribbing Vex, and eventually Vex was like, "I've had enough. I'm out." And yeah, then he got her sick, and then he got her sick, and then he got her sick.
Yeah,
because
I
of all the
have to watch the
fucking
replay. I
bullshit.
heard about that. So
No, but I mean, I'm not
This is all
here.
news to me. I've not heard. I don't know anything about this.
It's okay. I was on Vex's side, is what I'm getting at. And
I mean, I would be on Vex's side against somebody else, but with our little circle, I would happily attack.
Yeah,
Polly's.
Polly's.
I no matter how much I'm mad at you guys, I will take on anybody for you guys, because no one's gonna fuck with you over me. So I'm always on your side.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit who it is.
Well, Polly's. Well, that's the other thing is I don't really disagree. I don't really agree with Vex. I mean, I'm in the boat where I'm in the boat where it's like, hey, I like Deadpool Wolverine. It was just stupid, dumb fun, and you got to turn your brain off and whatever. And you're trying to, if you're going into that movie, expecting like a coherent plot from any Marvel movie in the last like 3 or 4 years, you're kind of going to have a bad time. But at the same time, there's a way to, disagree with somebody.
Yeah.
But yeah, Nix is right. Polly's whole thing, basically, from what I've seen, is he's Latino. He's Latino, and Latino representation. That's basically his first and foremost attribute.
His thing. Oh, that's his thing. Okay, cool.
Yeah, Vex is wrong about Deadpool 3, but I'm not going to drag her for her opinion. Exactly. Especially when you invite her on. If I invited her on my show, like, what the hell?
Right. That would be like disingenuous. Like if
asshole
you guys
move.
Right, you guys brought me on Avatar, and I even told I'm like, I don't want to do that. I don't like the movie. You're like, no, that's why. You were like, that's why I want you on, Wes. I want to hear
You're here talking about how shitty Avatar 2 was, and me and Boogar were like, it's not that bad. Well, it's fine. You're allowed to think that.
Sure.
I wouldn't be like, okay, Vex, or okay, Wes, let's hear about your bullshit take about what you think. You have a problem with this scene.
You do that though. You do that you do that more when I like something. When I dislike something, you seem to be okay. I'll fair. But
true.
When I like something, you're like, fucking Yellow Jackets is gay.
You
as fuck,
like
Wes.
that?
Or Chris likes to do it too when we.
And that's the other thing is like Vex's criticism of Deadpool 3 are also correct. They are correct. But I disagree. I agree with like the camp that it's like, it's just a fun, dumb movie. Just watch it, have fun. Vex is right about Deadpool 3. Might be a goodish movie, but sadly Deadpool 3 hasn't been made. Yeah. Deadpool Wolverine is I see what you're saying. Deadpool 3 is yet to exist. I hear what you're saying, Nix. Let's watch this other commercial, 90s commercial that we have all seen growing up. Adam reminded me of this. This is a classic. Here we go. This is like the Gushers commercial times 10. Here we go.
Guys, Cody and the gang are at the park playing football with down Darius Jackson. Let's go! Whoa.
You're not going anywhere.
Also, the black and white kitchen tile, that was very 90s.
Without your
and also the extreme camera angles. Here we go. You guys love this stuff.
big game liquid slam.
Excellent!
The Alex Mack trend of T1000ing everything. Because it was like an easy special effect to do all of a sudden. What was your favorite flavor of liquid slam? I like the cherry kiwi, whatever the fuck it was. That was good.
This is not real. This is like a parody.
Go long. This one's going downtown. Whoa!
Yeah! Now I got a full team. Yeah! Yeah!
Liquid slam!
Liquid slam!
Poor kid. Oh my god.
Come on.
Where's your flamethrower?
Dude, every good football player has a flamethrower on standby, right?
Tough day, kids.
This is something that I miss is the two commercials in one, when like your Doritos commercial would pivot to a Totino's a Mountain Dew commercial in the middle of the commercial. That was always good.
Well, I've got just the thing. How about some big game pizza pig sticks?
Yeah! So hungry, got me in a grapple. Big game pizza.
totally forget that we just had to kill all this woman's 3 children. You know.
Pigskin is my hunger that you tackle.
Nobody
every day.
Touchdown, Mrs. D.
Big game pizza, pigskins for your taste, but the touchdown.
Oh my God.
Sap your hunger with Big Game Pizza Pigskins. Pizza that tastes better on a football. Always use a flamethrower with adult supervision.
Only use a flamethrower with adult supervision.
Sure.
That's good stuff. Good suggestion, Adam. That was a classic. Yeah. What the fuck is this? It's called technically it's called Every 90s Commercial Ever is what it's called.
Yep.
But when Adam did suggest that, I thought for a second that it was like another big compilation of every 90s commercial ever. I was like,
So did I.
How long
I
would
will
that be?
admit,
Like 10 hours long or something?
I do what when I'm tired and I don't want to watch anything, I'll just put on YouTube and find like shit from the 90s and 80s and just like watch commercials and stuff. And I'm not afraid to say that. And,
Here's some good stuff. Poorly aged 90s commercials. These are commercials that don't really they're not. Oh God, Bill Cosby. Oh no, we're off to a good start. Here we go.
No.
It's Jello pudding pops.
Pudding in your ass.
Don't worry, I'm making
It's
you a
called
cup of
art.
new stuff.
Darius was gonna bang the mom, says Boosh. That's right.
I need a snack. Jello pudding. My own cup of rich creaminess. New Jello
My
strength.
own cup of rich creaminess. That sounds disgusting.
Got any vanilla?
I can do that.
Do you guys like drinking
Oh
your own?
no! You hear what he said?
Yeah.
Gotta
do you
be
guys like?
vanilla.
Do
Oh
you guys
no!
like drinking your own cup of rich creaminess? I don't recommend that.
Now you can have pudding one cup.
Gotta be vanilla.
I can do that.
Oh,
I love that.
not-
I love that fart horn. Yeah.
I thought that was like an Inception noise. It's like,
What the
Hey, what's gayer? Jerking yourself or sucking your own dick,
uh-huh.
or eating your own cum? Okay, sucking your own dick and climaxing on your face,
Yeah.
or having sex with a woman, but you bust a nut on her belly and then you eat it up. What's gayer?
Oh God.
First one.
I think the second one's
The
gayer.
second one. Second
Yeah.
one's gayer. The second one's
The
gayer.
first one is like a high form of masturbation, I think. Second one.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm sorry, guys. You know,
Okay, thank you for that.
It's
Thank you for that.
this nerdy film girl called us gentlemen earlier, and I couldn't let that stand much longer. I had to.
When were you streaming with Nerdy Film Girl?
No,
With
she
Iron
was in the
Giant?
chat earlier in this
Oh, was she?
stream, and she called us. She's like, "Easy,
She does, yeah.
gentlemen."
Understand life. Read Dianetics by L. Ron Hubbard.
Sorry, guys.
Owner's manual for the
You know
human
how it is
mind.
over here.
For only $5.95, it's a great
Oh,
investment
Dianetics.
in yourself.
Oh, God.
Oh no!
I was literally about to be like, "What's wrong with this What's wrong with this commercial?" And then right before I could
Imagine a
he's
world
got
where
a
you
pole
could do
vault over the
anything
Twin Towers.
and leave old, inefficient ways of doing business behind.
Pole vaulters can't melt steel beams.
With new ways to find and share information, AT&T can streamline the way you do business, so there's no limit to what you can do.
Now I see why this is poorly aged.
Nix is like,
commercial.
what are those? Yeah, there was a little thing that happened in 2001 you might have heard about. It was the movie Zoolander. Big deal. The existence of the question that I asked is the gay part. Yeah, there you go.
Debatable.
Come on down to the World Center. Come on down with the World Center. Ooh, good. World Trade Center.
When I joined Halliburton.
Halliburton? Oh my God.
We put out a few fires at
I worked for Halliburton for a few
I
months.
know.
Oh, okay.
We built bridges, schools all over.
Age like milk. Good Lord,
Biggest
says
thing?
Eraserhead. What up, Eraserhead?
Serving our
I'd
troops
rather
good old
come
American food.
on the
Make
World
those
Trade
little
Center.
closer
There
to
you go. That'd be amazing if you're having sex with a girl and she's like, "Come on top of the World Trade Center." Like, okay.
Skadeep! Skaboosh!
Come on top of the Chrysler Building.
Check out that
Um,
link I sent you. It's pretty funny.
Did you see the lumber on that guy? Yeah. If only that crash pad was there on a different day. Says Eraserhead. Oh my God. You guys are funny.
What What did we do with that crash pad that we had from that commercial from the 90s?
Yeah,
it's in storage. Get it.
But seriously though, 9/11 was a national tragedy, guys. It's not funny. Anyway, it's SNL. I can't play this shit. They'll fucking shut your shit down.
No, it's funny.
SNL is fuckers.
Can you crop it?
SNL's gay, and it's also different with live streams. That's the other thing. Like stuff you can upload. Adam will tell you. You upload something, and it's
pretty funny. It's the one rapper. And all the kids. Oh, what do you got at your house? And he's like, oh, I got all. He like starts naming off like 500 different snacks.
I can probably show like a few seconds of it. I can't show the whole thing.
Just like near the middle or end would be.
Well, this is what's cool is right here, most replayed. This is such a great feature on YouTube.
I love that.
S'more snacks, wingo dingoes, prune poppers, mini muffins, pizza pieces, yummy crunchers, razzy tazzies, tootsie turkeys, jolly jammers, la tostada, munch mix, little bitties, corn crispies.
Okay, I get it. That's pretty funny. I see where it's going. I see where it's going.
He goes, where are your parents? And he goes, nobody. They're like, what? And he's like, they're nowhere anymore.
Yeah. Adam's right. Don't play SNL and don't play any WWF wrestling. Don't play any sports. Don't play any of that shit. Those fuckers are assholes. And that was Chance the Rapper.
Chance the Rapper. Thank you. You can play as much Highlander as you would like.
I know. Yeah, Highlander. No one gives a fuck about the Highlander show.
Yeah, they let me basically. I don't even fucking pull out anymore. I just leave that bitch playing the whole time. It's no problem.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Let's see what more of these war profiteers are saying. Oh, that was it. Okay, good.
Halliburton, proud to serve our troops.
You got huge customer. They're so huge, sometimes they...
Oh, no. That was terrible.
Whoa. Hang on. Let's see that again.
You've got this huge customer. They're so huge, sometimes they don't even know when they've received a shipment. Whose problem is this? Yours. That's why you ship UPS, because only UPS captures signatures electronically. Then you can use UPS online tracking software to see your customer's actual signature. So when they say, we never got it, you can say not only did you get it, but you don't dot your I's. UPS Online.
Apparently, if you don't dot your I's, UPS thinks you're a fucking piece of shit. JetBlue Airline ranked highest in customer satisfaction, but you know what ranked least in customer satisfaction? 9/11 Airlines. What a terrible name for an airline. Reminds me of that tragedy. R.I.P. Norm Macdonald, Gord. I get yeah. We never got it, like those bodies under the rubble.
Nice.
God. Yeah, that's the one. Hell yeah.
You connected yet?
Mr. Fogel knows
that's a good slogan, though. Moving at the speed of business. I like that slogan. They should keep that. That's good. Anyway.
And your body's changed over the years. Yes. Sir, this committee
Jared, famous pedophile. Okay.
No, did you ingest anything that helped create this change in your physique?
Yes.
Go on.
It was all the young boy meat. That's what made me fucking lose weight.
6-inch.
Spending all these calories, fucking young children. That's what I'm sorry.
Turkey breast sub for lunch and a foot-long veggie delight for dinner.
You get those over the counter?
Yes, at a Subway restaurant.
So again, like South Park said, there's a big conspiracy, about Subway Jared. Not only did he lose weight eating Subway sandwiches, but he also had dietary aids and he was going to the gym. He was doing exercise. Also, what am I hearing?
Sorry.
Yeah. But also, the other thing is, when you even find out what sandwiches he was eating, his sandwiches had no cheese, no condiments, no fucking this or that. It was all like diet this and low sugar that, and no drinks. No, so this idea that it implanted this idiotic idea, even as a young lad, high schooler, I knew that was stupid. Like, you're gonna eat nothing but Subway sandwiches and lose weight. I was like, they're mostly bread. Like, what are you talking about? Yeah, he didn't lose weight from Subway. Exactly. The boys loved the footlongs. Yeah, oh God, $5 footlongs though. What a time to be alive.
That was a time to be at $5. We had $5 fucking pies at Little Caesars. $5 hot and readies.
Oh right, yeah, those hot and readies are like $8-9 now.
Yeah.
$5.
Got one Sunday.
$5 footlong.
How much did it cost on Sunday?
It was not $9.
Jesus.
For the fuck, it's called the extra most best.
Well, yeah, you're getting extra cheese and pepperoni, so I mean that still raises the price. That's the thing. As I go to Little Caesars occasionally, and yeah, it's easy to get a $7 hot and ready, whatever the hell it is now, $7.99. But if you're already going to pay an extra, you might as well just pay an extra couple bucks for extra pepperoni. I'll pay an extra for. It's funny because it's kind of redundant because you pay more for a thin crust, even though you get less pizza. But because they have to like special make it for you, it costs $1 more. It's like, dude, honestly, a thin crust pizza should cost less than a regular pizza. Like, right? Is that, am I wrong thinking that? Like, come on. I mean, eating a whole pizza, that's kind of not easy. It can be done. Eating a whole thin crust pizza, that is easy. That's like eating saltine crackers with like, cheese on them, It is not hard.
Wow. It's difficult on Ozempic, I can tell you that.
Yeah, Subway bread didn't basically have rubber in it at one point. Yeah, kind of. It was like they kept bragging about how their bread was fresh made in-house, but they didn't talk about like all the chemical components they were putting in the bread and shit. By the way, without the Cannoli Sasquatch, who just he hit 1,000. Shout out to Cannoli Sasquatch, who just hit 1,000 subs. Yeah,
nice.
Yeah, I mean he was 30 subs away yesterday, and then 11 subs this morning. So. Nice. Good for him. Hell yeah. Great news, Gord. Their bread has so much sugar in it. That was the other thing. It has to be labeled cake in Europe. Yes, that's right. That was another controversy. That's why I like muffins. Muffins are like an excuse to eat cake for breakfast. You might as well just put frosting on it and call it a cupcake.
I mean, some muffins are so sweet and got that like glaze. I don't know what it is, but it's like a sugar glaze on top of it. It might as well be.
And honestly, I prefer that because like I feel like a lot of cakes these days have too much frosting, especially the fondant. I hate that shit, and like way too much frosting, too sugary frosting. That's why you do the cream cheese frosting because it's less sweet. But yeah, $5 song, that is a good catchy jingle, isn't it?
It was pretty good, and they had a lot of things. Like Taco Bell had like a $5 meal. They had a Kentucky Fried Chicken had like $5 bowls. Like $5 bowls of
nowadays with a like I get coupons for KFC. I never go to KFC, but you get coupons in the mail, and you look at it, and it's like with a coupon, a fucking bucket of chicken is like $25.
God damn!
Fuck off! Like I'll just buy a chicken for $5,
right?
Or $9 now, whatever the hell. This is amazing, Adam Gray. I didn't know this. It's quote unquote fresh baked frozen loaves. My parents had 2 Subway sandwiches, Subway restaurants in New York City. So
yes, that is correct.
That is awful.
I worked at Subway for a little bit, and he is correct. Yeah, not to toot my own horn, but I am almost at 40 subscribers.
Hell yeah!
So
you'll get you up to 50. Let's get you up to 50.
Let's get Lord Toxic up to 50, everybody.
Yeah, I guess I'm 13 away from 450, so that's cool. And like I said, guys, when I get to 500, I'm gonna do Animaniacs Yakko's World. So you guys will love it. And yes, this is another good one. Chili's baby back ribs. Baby back. Hell yeah! So good job, Toxic. Good job, Cannoli. Also, good job, Gooch. She hit 12K the other day. I watched that happen live. I was on his page and it was 11.9 and I was about to close the tab and then I was like, let's refresh. And then there it was 12K. I was like, cool. Then I closed.
Nice.
Any monetizations yet? I'm afraid to ask. I'm going to get to 500 subs. I'm afraid to ask for monetization. I'll probably be okay with getting, super chats and shit. But if I ever get to subs, I'm not going to ask for ad revenue.
And I'm checking ends. Apparently Trump just announced an hour ago he's going to be doing an interview with Elon Musk live.
Nice.
Good.
Wow.
Cool.
Elon needs to be like giving him like just taking care of his security and just being like, here you go, Donald, here's an entire fucking brigade of mercenaries just to work for you instead of trusting the Secret Service.
So let's get back to Jared on trial for whatever.
Losing weight. Yeah.
He was in charge trial for losing weight. Okay, that's
Thanks. We're going to need more evidence.
Just be considered like like bribing the jury, the judges. If I was convicted of a crime and I was like, oh, Your Honor, I made you these delicious cupcakes. Like surely the prosecuting attorney would be like, objection. You're not allowed to eat those cakes, Your Honor. Like I how delicious they are. This is right. Isn't that a thing?
Yeah.
Oh, that was so hilarious. What was that guy? He gifted Trump a Cybertruck, which, Trump is probably not going to drive that thing. Knowing Trump, he'll probably like sell it to someone or lease it out, or I don't know, do something funny, do some way to make money off of that gift. But Hassan Piker was saying he just committed a crime. You're not supposed to give the president any gifts. And it's like, first of all, you can give a sitting president gifts, but the thing is, they belong to the White House. They belong to the administration, if you do. But second of all, have you forgotten that he's not technically the sitting president, you idiot? I mean, I believe he still is, but I believe that, President Trump, when the actual insurrection was on November 4th, when the election was stolen, and that's when he enacted some kind of contingency government kind of thing. So where the government's running on like a skeleton crew, basically, like only a few select people know that Donald Trump is still secretly in charge of the military. That would explain why Joe Biden never got the nuclear football handed to him. That would explain so many other strange things, like why Joe Biden's inauguration was, took place behind fences and no troops were like saluting him and all this weird shit was happening.
Because Obama is still president. That's why.
Yeah, okay, that could be it. Yeah, Obama's actually the shadow president still. Okay, that makes sense. Trump has been a private citizen since they stole the election. Lol. Yeah. Anyway, enough of this conspiracy shit. Conspiracy theory shit.
Free to go.
Well, for now, Jared.
Until you come back next year when we find what's in your your video safe there on your hard drive.
Country by wagon and settled in Manna, Iowa. Whatever they needed, they made by hand.
Now, are Amish people allowed to be in a commercial? Like, I know Amish people aren't allowed to use technology.
I don't know.
Here's the thing. I hate how Amish people, they're kind of scamming people nowadays because they've got all these Mennonites who do all this legwork for them. They do all the technology and driving and running errands for them and stuff. But what's fucked up is like they'll do stuff like, hey, I need an electric drill for this, carpentry I'm doing. And all the Mennonite will like charge the electric drill and then he'd give it to the Amish person. And then the Amish person will just use an electric drill. It's like, what the fuck is going on here? Or you go to these Amish bakeries in, Pennsylvania and Rhode Island or whatever, and they have like electric cash registers and all this, they have lights in the building and what the hell? You guys either stick to the bit or fuck off. But what's cool about the Amish people is like, you seem like, I was reading, like they seem like a cult, but like every good cult, like they're preparing for something, some big move, something, some kind of a big grand plan. But with the Amish, there is no grand plan. They're in a cult, but the cult is just to, have a farm and have a bunch of kids and die of old age on the farm.
Well, I mean, going up against the U.S. government, that is a grand plan.
Not paying taxes and going to heaven. That's really all you could ask
for. U.S. government doesn't want you owning a home. It doesn't want you to not pay taxes. It doesn't want you to do any of that shit.
Yeah.
Oh, he's saying, Cenk Yeager's nephew. Yeah, Hassan Piker. What a moron. Anyway, I don't know what's controversial about this Amish commercial. Let's see.
Made it the best it could be. That same fundamentalist still
about to lynch
today
somebody?
In a Manna, the home of Amana Appliances, a Raytheon company.
Oh, Raytheon.
Whatever you make,
That's the issue.
make it the best it can be. Raytheon, where quality starts with fundamentals.
Why? 2000 and beyond.
Welcome, analysts. The result has been a disappointing performance. Welcome, analysts.
Oh, is this going to be
This was a
Enron
challenging
or
fiscal year
Lockheed
for the
Martin?
company. Due to unpredictable weather, earnings are down.
Alka-Seltzer.
Welcome, analysts. But as everyone knows, you can't predict the weather. There's nothing you can do about it.
Enron, I called it. Boosh, we're men. We're men and knights. We roam we roam thine field, not looking for fights. Yeah, men in tights. I get it. I got it.
Would you like one of these? I think a Tic Tac is clearly better than a Certs. Oh, yeah. No, really.
Dude, that's awesome in commercials where they literally call out the competition, you know? Like when they're like, you know, Coca-Cola commercial be like, yeah, fuck Pepsi. You like Pepsi? Like it'll be some guy drinking Pepsi, like this is straight trash, and throw it in the gutter or whatever. It's amazing. They don't do that anymore.
Only 1.5 calories. Tic Tac freshens your breath just as well as that does.
Oh, yeah? Oh. Well, let's see.
Sexual assault in the workplace.
I'm almost convinced. Oh, right.
Yeah, you need a Tic Tac, motherfucker. Don't forget.
Tic Tac.
I'm gone from history for now.
I don't. What was the problem with this?
They literally called out Certs. And also, yeah, he kissed her without asking. That's probably assumed the problem.
That's how I always do it.
Chicks like it.
Yeah,
I mean,
chicks love it.
Here's the thing, guys.
The only thing is I put my hand on their neck when I do it.
You're like
for the implication.
You're this close to a woman talking about freshening your breath, making sick eye contact. Here's the thing, like there's a point where like you
just as well as that does.
Like right here. Let's try this. Let's see. And right here, see right there in that brief moment, if she doesn't wince or flinch or back away, it's on. You know what I mean?
Even if she does.
Even if
right,
she
Blue?
does.
Right, Blue?
Hold her head still
right?
and make her kiss
you hold her still and be like, listen, this is happening. Don't turn this rape into murder.
Accept it.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm almost convinced. Right.
Oh, your little one finger ain't holding me back, slut. You knew what you wanted.
She liked it though. Look at her. She's happy.
Yeah, she's wet as fuck right now. Dude,
third
he
guy
fucked up actually.
Third guy I kissed today.
You okay? I'm fine. Let's go. Hold on. Where are you?
New York.
Who am I? Yeah, Coach. And who are you? I'm Batman. Sit down. You don't understand. I'm Batman. I do.
Not going anywhere for a while? Grab a Snickers.
Hello, good citizen. My name is Batman. You could be my assistant. Would you like that? Would you like to ride with Batman?
I'm thinking.
What's wrong with this one?
Was that coach? Is that the actual coach who was showering with boys? No.
Oh, is that why? Oh,
is that who it is? That's all I could think
I don't
of.
know. The only other thing I can think is because there's a bit of controversy about the people fucking getting the head wounds and stuff in football.
Touching
but I thought
this
it was pretty fucking funny commercial.
That's a funny commercial. I'm Batman.
Would you
Yeah,
like that? Would you like to ride with Batman?
Now this is the fierce snake, the most venomous snake in the world. One bite from him, and it's all over.
Is he gonna fuck with a stingray in this commercial?
No worries, mate. Luckily, we've had the anti-venom sent from America via FedEx. In my line of work, if you're not absolutely sure, you're absolutely dead. Oh, crikey.
Oh.
It appears we've used a different courier who hasn't arrived yet. It's okay because...
Here's what sucked about Steve Irwin. We all knew he was going to die from an animal, and we knew it was going to probably be on film. We didn't realize it was going to be a stingray, and we didn't know it was going to happen that soon. We didn't know it was going to happen like only a couple years after he got famous. I thought he was going to be around for at least 20, 30 years before he finally got eaten by a crocodile, you know? But getting stabbed in the heart by a fucking stingray is pretty
gay.
And unfortunately, they destroyed the video footage, which I really wanted to see as a kid.
Oh, I want to see that too.
Yeah, apparently he got stabbed in the chest by a little stingray, a little one. Got him right in the chest, and like an idiot, he stood up and yanked it out, and just like a fountain of blood just sprayed out of his torso, and he fell over, and yeah, they were like, oh, yeah, that's he knew it. He had a hole in his heart. Very sad. Very sad. The guy was a goddamn international treasure.
Was he, though?
Yes, absolutely. The idea of like not being terrified of extremely venomous and dangerous animals was like kind of new, you know,
and stupid.
And they're all beautiful animals, gorgeous animal. I'm gonna stick my thumb up its bottom.
Stick my thumb right up his arse.
Yeah, South Park. Or no, also in South Park when he died and Satan has his Sweet 16 hell on earth party. It's like, Satan, someone's dressed here at the party like Steve Irwin, and they think it's kind of in bad taste. Oh boy, here I go. And it actually is Steve Irwin with a stingray in his heart. He's like, no, Satan, it is me, Steve Irwin. He's like, oh, Well, dude, no costume. You got to go. Was he even real? Australian? Are we saying Australia exists? I mean, yeah. Guys, I can confirm Australia is real because my Italian relatives all live there. They all migrated there during World War II. They got the fuck out of there when Mussolini took over in 1930 something. My uncle Lucio, my grandma's brother, and a few others all went to Australia. My grandma was 16 and pregnant from some American soldier. So she went to fucking, Galveston and, lived around Mathis, Texas for 80 years and had 11 children. So, Australia is, definitely cooler than Canada and realer than Canada. Canada seems more make-believe than Australia, honestly. At this point, I can't believe that shit's real. How are you holding in there, Blue?
I'll just read other news articles. Did you like the whole Henry Cavill cameo? Because it's like rumors. The guy is 42, and like the rumors, he should take over for Hugh. I'm like,
No.
Nah. It's like
It's
at
too
this
big.
point,
I'm actually not opposed to Daniel Radcliffe. I'm hearing that being floated, and a lot of people hate it. I'm like, fuck it. I mean, he's got the height. He's short. He could get. We've seen him jacked. I don't care. I don't care, guys. It'll be Hugh Jackman until he's 90, like they said, in the movie.
Yeah. But there was talks about having Cavill take over. And also Enzo. The thing is, Cavill's so fucking big. Like yes, Jackman's big, but Cavill's bigger than Jackman. It's like, do I want to see Hugh Jackman be fucking 6'4" and 280? That's kind of like defeats how big Wolverine should be. I mean, it was cool for a cameo, but
Also,
him
it's not Henry Cavill's fault, but he seems to be like the kiss of death for a lot of these projects. It seems like Warhammer might not even happen.
I know.
Witcher was abysmal failure, and it wasn't his fault. It's just he seems to just bring bad luck to productions. And
he doesn't bring bad luck. He's gonna stay faithful to the source material.
Yeah.
He's not fucking with the DEI stuff. So they're like, nah, tank him.
Well, that's
how much power they
Warhammer and Witcher. But like with Superman, for instance, like he was. He looked the part, but unfortunately, they were just bad scripts, and he's
my favorite Superman. 100%, he's my favorite Superman. Nobody.
If he was wearing a traditional costume, then yes, he would look great. But his Superman Man of Steel costumes I didn't like them. Didn't care for them.
What a joke, Henry Cavill's like. To be fair, is that I shaved the mustache and only went my mustache off.
I saw that. Yeah, that was funny. Talking more shit about the Superman. Yeah, I hear you.
Hi, I'm Rick Titus, the host of Driver's Talk Radio. Looks like you're having a lot of trouble with your caravan.
Oh, see, it weighs a ton.
Let me show you this Ford Freestar.
Sure.
It
folds down and disappears.
You're going to find this a lot easier to live with. Come check this out. Just one hand.
Okay, I'm depressed. I just bought that caravan.
I understand. You're someone who helped me when I was really depressed.
Therapist?
No, actually a Ford dealer. Come on, I'll help you with that seat.
I don't get it.
Freestar. If you haven't looked at Ford lately.
I don't get it either.
Yeah,
see if the comments can illuminate us about what is so wrong about the Freestar.
Did that thing was that like a factory recall or something?
It could be, yeah. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Depression won't go away. Buying a Ford doesn't go away. Buying a Ford. Okay,
that's dumb.
It.
That's dumb.
All right.
By the way, there is no such thing as depression. You're just a bunch of pussies.
Okay, you heard it here from Lord Toxic. You heard
Lord
it here
Toxic.
first. I don't get depressed.
Man,
I don't.
Yeah, because you're a fucking man. That's why. Because you're a fucking man.
I never have a need.
You know why Enzo doesn't get depressed, everyone? Because he has hobbies. He has a social life.
Have outlets and friends.
He has a good family. He has amazing cats that are the size of cougars. And most importantly, Enzo has sex. If you fuck, you are not depressed if you're a man.
I also
if you're a chick, you might
have
fuck because
Jesus in my heart. So that
I
helps.
didn't know that. I didn't know that part. All right, cool.
I mean, I'm Catholic, Roman Catholic. Yeah, I was.
So am I.
Yeah, you know how it is. My Italian grandmother. It's like if you didn't go to catechism or baptized, my grandmother basically disowned you.
Understandable.
I don't know how you do it. I put together some really impressive deals, but this thing you've pulled off, it's amazing. A big and tasty for just $1. How do you do it?
Grimace? I thought it was going to be Ronald McDonald. The fact that it's Grimace is hilarious.
You guys remember all those commercials that came out at Halloween? The fucking Happy Birthday Grimace purple shake, and then they were dying All the people were dying from the fucking purple shake.
Yeah, well, we'll do, Schlocktober's not happening, but we will do some Schlocktober streams, come October, all the dork side streams will be spooky.
Dude, they are already
related.
putting out Halloween stuff in the stores around here now.
Dude, it's coming up closer than you think. Summer's basically wrapping up, folks. We got one more month of summer. And, I want to say, like, the EU is trying to explain to us that it's the hottest year of all time. We haven't had a fucking single day out here in Texas that's been over 100 degrees.
Yeah, today was 70. It was 75 today out here in Kansas.
We've been having, like, temperatures in the 90s and sometimes even in the high 80s. That's, like, unheard of out here. There was one year in Texas where it was, like, 100-plus days in a row with 100-plus degrees Fahrenheit. Like, that's insane. We've been getting a lot of rain. We've been, we had a hurricane, but, you can't win it all. You can't win them all, but, Adam Gray says he thinks he was baptized just to make his grandparents happy. Yeah, that's what you should do. Back when Donald Trump wasn't orange. Yeah. Also, yeah, I mean, it makes sense why, because remember when they were giving him shit for giving a bunch of athletes and stuff, McDonald's, catering them to McDonald's. I mean, this kind of makes more sense now why he picked McDonald's. He has a history with them. And let's be real here. Kids love that shit. They love that garbage food. Kids and drunk people, fast food hits the spot. But you do regret it when you get older, as you're drunk and you're like, I had Taco Bell the other day for the first time in a while because it was open. And he's like, I'll get a couple rice and bean burritos. That seems healthy enough for fast food. Nope. Not one good. I remember not liking it, eating it, and then like just getting like fucking awful like Taco Bell burps. It's like, why did I do that to myself?
Got a buck? You're in luck.
I do miss the Big and Tasty. I didn't really like it that much, but the idea of like a tomato on a fucking McDonald's burger was like gourmet to them, Like for some reason, none of their burgers had tomatoes. That was like an 86th item forever at McDonald's. Like, oh, hey, can I get a quarter pounder with cheese? Pickles and onions. Yeah. Can you put a tomato on there? They'd laugh in your face. Or they'd be like, well, that'll be an extra $1.50, whatever. It'll cost twice as much to put tomatoes on a quarter pounder.
Just go get your own tomato from the store and just slice it in the car.
Yeah. Can I get a Big Mac with tomatoes? They would look at you like, what? Yeah. Instant regret from Taco Bell as soon as you stop chewing. Yeah, I think that the problem is I had 2 cheesy rice and bean burritos for like $1 whatever each. I should have just gotten one. It's like a Hot Pocket. You eat one Hot Pocket, you're okay. You eat 2 Hot Pockets, you feel like you're gonna die. Disgusting. The hottest decade on record was in the 30s. Yeah. Second was in the 80s. Exactly. Yeah, they were even proving like even in recorded history, we've had way hotter years.
Yeah, according to my social studies teacher, when I was in junior high in the 80s, we were going to be underwater fucking 20 years ago. So, I mean, come on, man. It's just it's a scam, guys. It's raising taxes.
Eraserhead says you're going to let a priest splash his holy liquid on your head and you're going to like it.
Yeah.
This guy on Twitter did a side-by-side of weather broadcasts from the 80s and today, and they show the whole map being red. Yeah, but the temperature is lower. Exactly. Yeah. They get at you. The McDLT had tomato and it bombed. I remember.
The McDLT also had the styrofoam container where half of it was in one side and half it was the other. And you put your burger together and that was the big thing. But of course, styrofoam became the devil.
Right. Here we go. I'm actually going to show this to you because this is actually on brand of what you're doing. And it's funny. Here we go. 1985. Holy shit. That's how old the McDLT is. Wow. Here we go. Jason Alexander trying to sell you a McDLT.
Hey, you say you're getting tired of lettuce and tomato hamburgers in this town that don't quite make it? Yeah! You see that?
I mean, this idea, like how this commercial kicks off. You have a random guy with like a white suit with his sleeves rolled up, just approaching a bunch of people on the street, and they are all about it.
Hey, you say you're getting tired of lettuce and tomato hamburgers in this town that don't quite make it? Yeah. You say that just once you'd like your hamburger hot and your lettuce and tomato cool and
I removed myself, didn't I?
Oh, and he's gone. He died again.
Thanks for joining us on my stream, everyone. Oh, I was about to take over.
No. But yeah, this idea like, hey guys, let's follow this guy. He's got all the answers. He's got all the answers about the burgers.
Same time? Yeah! Well, I say, you got it. I'm talking McDonald's new lettuce and tomato hamburger, the McDLT.
Also, like how cumbersome and bulky this packaging is, you know?
I don't know, but I ordered it every single time until it was discontinued. I loved it.
I mean, I understand the appeal. Like if you don't put the sandwich together, it won't get soggy. But also, like maybe if you eat it within like, an hour of getting the sandwich, Jesus, like how long is it going to be sitting in the wrapper before it gets soggy? And honestly, most sandwiches, this is why when you make a sandwich at home, you want it to taste like a good, like, why do restaurant sandwiches taste better? Because literally they wrap them. When you wrap a sandwich and let it sit for a minute, it does make the sandwich taste better. It's true. God, I forgot about this. Okay, the song.
Hamburger, the McDLT. I'm talking quarter pound of beef on the hot side. And the hot stays hot. The new McDLT. Crisp lettuce and tomato on the cool side. And the cool stays cool. The new McDLT. Cool crisp. The beef stays hot. The cool stays crisp. Put it together, you can't resist. The hottest taste, the coolest thing. Keep it hot, keep it cool. McDLT, hot beefy McD, cool crisp LT, McDLT. It's a good time, hot beefy McD, for the great taste, cool crisp LT.
Hot lettuce is disgusting.
Could be the best tasting lettuce and tomato hamburger ever. McDLT.
Oh, look at that brown McDonald's. I miss it.
Yeah.
Now they look like fucking brutalist architecture, It's all sad. Anyway, continuing.
I don't know about you guys, but I want a fucking burger now really bad.
Yeah.
A McChicken sandwich and lots of your other favorites on McDonald's.
We're being programmed right now.
Together, Grimace, we could own this town.
Boy.
Why not do it once, do it right? Why's your head in the ground? I'm going to watch Roundup kill these roots. Hey, this is Spike.
Roundup, because it gives everybody cancer.
Hell yeah, it did.
Down into natural materials. Since Roundup kills the roots.
Natural materials.
Back, Bob.
Roundup kills grandpas too.
Yeah.
Come on down and take a peek. Can I square one?
No
Bob.
weed is a big problem, buddy.
This is my body. And I can do whatever I want to.
Oh no!
Steroids or blooding, whatever it's called.
Tweak it.
Oh yeah, what the hell's that?
Everybody wants to know what I'm on.
I'm on my bike.
I'm on my bike, busting my ass 6 hours a day.
No, you're not.
What an asshole.
You're on roids.
Even if he is on his bike that long, that's an asshole move too.
What the hell was he taking to? Wasn't he doing the oxygen therapy, where it's like they increase your oxygen or something?
Probably.
Yeah, he was also like putting more blood in his body. Like he was getting like donor blood put into him for no reason. So when you have more blood, it's easier to you feel like you're like on the you have like extra energy.
Doping.
He's a one nut wonder. Yeah, I mean, props to him for surviving like testicular and brain cancer. But it's like I said earlier, it's like these motherfuckers know the cure to cancer. They just don't want us to know about it.
Yeah, the term he's using is called doping. I want to see what the actual means.
Yeah, hyperbaric chamber. Doping is where you do like steroids and shit. That's doping.
Get out those championship rings. Those MVP things. We're going to score 1 jillion points or more. Because we're together now. And you know what we're hungry for. I'm hungry for a McDonald's triple cheeseburger.
I highly doubt that these guys are eating McDonald's triple cheeseburgers.
Super size.
Now, can I have a triple cheeseburger with no condiments and no cheese and no bread and no fries and no soda? Thank you.
Just 39 cents more for more drink and more fries. And the Dream Team 2 cup when you're supersized.
Okay, so blood doping is what it is, and I think that's what I was describing.
Besides any extra value meal for a puny price.
Oh shit!
That world championship would taste nice. What you
want? He actually admitted to testosterone, cortisone, HGH, and also illegal blood transfusions. Wow!
Right.
So he admits all that. Holy fuck!
I'm all for it, guys. I think these athletes, if they're going to be paid like shitloads of money to play sports, we should turn them into fucking genetic freaks. Like we should do all kinds of experiments on them to test the fucking limits of the human body.
I mean, technically, the term is called blood doping, but that's the blood transfusions he's getting. So
that's what he said. Yeah, blood doping. Okay, that makes sense.
Cortisol steroids. Yep.
The hyperbaric chamber oxygenates the blood, and then he injects it later. Oh, yeah. Red blood cells carry more oxygen when blood doping. Yeah,
Yep.
so you're able to, you run out of air less easy.
Taking testosterone, too.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. Yeah, Trump buying Mickey D's for the athletes visiting the White House. That's kind of why that kind of makes sense after seeing that McDonald's commercial,
At McDonald's today.
Why is this commercial controversial, though? I don't understand. There's a little comment here that kind of explains it all. Let's see. Supersizing bad for the average person. Oh yeah, okay, that's what it is. That's basically it. But that's it. That's all of them. I think we're at 3.5 hours. We're gonna be on Lance's channel in about 30 minutes.
Yeah,
Lance just posted on his Facebook. He's saying he's having a tough day, so hopefully you guys can cheer him up a little bit.
Yeah, it's been a rough few months for him.
Okay. Well, I'll do that. No problem.
Yeah.
I'll just send him some pornography or something. I don't know.
Yeah, make sure it's a black chick. He likes that.
He does. Maybe I'll have a hot black chick come on the show with us. I gotta find someone real quick. Let's see if I can see if I can arrange that. We're gonna send Lance a stripper on StreamYard.
Hell yeah.
Now Lance is a good guy, and I'm looking forward to talk about bullshit. What is it? What happened, Blue?
Apparently, Enzo. So Nev Campbell's coming back for a Scream 7.
Yeah, they've been saying that. Who cares? They're dead to me after
they fired that one chick for whatever
Melissa
reason.
Barrera. Yeah.
I just didn't know. So much going on with the movie industry.
NFG Nerdy Film Girl is hot. Hell yeah. Super Size Me was all a scam, right? Morgan Dead Baxter Spurlock was drinking a handle of vodka a day while making that film, right? That's why he had terrible health. I remember that. All right, guys. Well, this was fun. Just shooting the shit with you.
How much is a handle of vodka, Enzo?
Like the big bottle, the 1.75 liter.
Whoa! Wait, a day?
Wow.
Christ, man.
That's. I mean,
I did that, but I took 6 weeks off after that shit, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a severe alcoholism. When you see, I was talking about last week on Lance's channel. We watched Leaving Las Vegas for the first time in a while, and yeah, the alcohol. Tremors. The idea is you get the shakes, right? So you need to drink, and then you start drinking, and it causes you to vomit. So you just drink and vomit until you finally get that buzz on. You feel that?
Yeah,
it's bad.
I was talking to my cousin. We used to have this old guy named Win. He was a state worker. He worked at Goodwill. This guy would have 10 paychecks just in the fuck office. Like, Win, get your paychecks. He just did it for the hobby. But he was, Chris, I stopped drinking. And he was at 67. I was like, what happened? He goes, dude, when you wake up and you start pissing blood for a week straight, he goes, yeah, now it's time to stop.
Here's the thing: when you piss blood once, that should be enough to get you to go to the doctor, right? The fact that it's
why? No, you got to pee. That's the bad blood you're peeing out. That's pee out the bad
7
blood.
days in a row with that shit. He's like, dude, I'm done.
I pee blood. I've been peeing blood every day since I first started having unprotected sex, and I'm totally fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
that's a different reason.
How's that Ozempic treating you, by the way?
They actually made me see the doctor today. When I went, I had a day off, so I donated plasma, and they made me go see the nurse and the doctor to check because they're like, your weight is down 27 pounds in the last month and a half, and that's really extreme. I was like, yeah, all right, well.
But did you tell them you're on Ozempic?
No. God, no. God, no.
Well, why you should have, and they would have been like, oh, okay.
No, you're not allowed to be. You're not allowed to be on stuff like that. Donating plasma.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You are quite a character. Anyway, on that note, I guess we're going to end it here, guys. We'll see you guys in about 25 minutes on Lance's channel.
Quick shower full of dirty.
You'll get a kick if you guys are all there. We're talking about whatever movies we watched this week. We watched some cool stuff. And yeah, he was getting lit.
That's right. That's what I'll get sick for.
I can do half a handle a day. My dad did a full handle a day until his organs shut down. Lord Toxic is right. You have to make your body a place where germs don't want to live. Have a good one, everyone. Clap emoji. And Nerdy Film Girl is melanated.
What? How?
Probably. I don't know. Is she Something. Probably not full-blooded white is what I think that means.
She looked pretty fucking white to me last couple
Oh,
times.
yeah, the link. Yeah, maybe I'll put the link for Lance's stream right here in the chat.
Do that.
That's a good idea. Good job. Good
Anywho,
call. See, I don't think about that stuff. I get criticized because I never put channel links in the description or anything.
Enzo is a free spirit, guys. Enzo's just a free spirit.
I'm doing it all for the lulz here.
He does it for the lulz.
Here,
sad day as no Losers Lounge today, but maybe we'll come back hard in spooky season. So that
in a month or two, or maybe we'll come back on my channel, come back on Blue Collar channel, whatever. Here's a link in the chat for Lance's stream. You guys feel free to pop in. We'll see you guys there in about 20 minutes. We're going to talk about all these dumb movies we've watched in the last week and TV shows and what have you. Should be fun. And on that note, I guess I'll play us out with, I guess we'll do, I did English breakfast last time. Oh, let's do the treadmill cats. There we go.